Uh-oh. Am I here or not, dude? I can't even tell. Nothing's loading on my end.
Okay, so did that fix it? I think that should allow the people to hear. Yes, and you do be muted. Okay. That should be better now, hopefully. Hopefully you can hear the music now. And there's a JB somewhere in the fog of the internet, too. So I guess the question I'm asking here is that better? You know? Yeah, you're good now. Okay, cool. There we go. So... Okay, you love to see it. How's everybody doing? Welcome. UPA Season 2. We're doing stuff. We're doing things. It's going to be fun. And when I say it's going to be fun, what I mean is, JB, are you alive? Well, no answer is basically a yes, so he's probably fine. He's probably fine. Yo, what's up, Monkferno? JB's having internet issues, and if you know JB, he doesn't ever not have internet issues. You know, that's just part of his life, and he gets new internet in August. So you got 3 more months. We should have pushed the season off 3 more months, dude. Then we could stream on his channel, you know? Like it says he's in the call with me. Nope, you know what? As soon as I said that, he is no longer in the call with me. You have to say Fishy Boy 3 times in front of the mirror to summon JB. I think that's exactly how you do it, dude. He's like the Candy Man, but it's Taco Bell instead of candy. Well, we'll give him a second to, you know, go to do the thing. Next season for sure, yeah. Well, I mean, we do have a little bit of time. I got literally a bucket of White Claws next to me. I don't know where. I've never purchased a bucket before. We just, you know, do you ever really buy a bucket? Buckets just come with your house, dude. Like, you don't have to, like, go to Home Depot and buy a bucket. Buckets just come built in, you know? So I just have this bucket. I don't know where it came from, but it's now full of White Claws and it's full of ice. And you know what? It's going to be a good time. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so I got a bucket of White Claws. They were a little on the warm side when I put them in the bucket, so I got like a mixed drink too, just to like have something cold to start with that wasn't, you know, non-alcoholic. And here's where I realized I might have a problem. I also was like, I guess I wasn't thinking about the fact that I just got a mixed drink too, but I was like, I want to start with a bang, so I also poured a shot of whiskey. I don't know if that's like too much. What's the quota on too much, you know? And how big is the bucket? It's big enough. I mean, it's probably got room for 8 of them in there, but I just put 6. I feel like half of a 12 pack should be more than enough for a stream, you know? Yeah, so JB left the call, and then he didn't even say anything, so I'm guessing he's turning his computer off or something. Maybe give it the old restart treatment. The music sounds loud for me. I hope it's okay for you guys. But, I mean, while we're waiting on JB, I guess I can take the shot. I'll be an adult about it. If I just stare at it till it gets warm, you know, then it's not looking great. A little bit of water as a, kind of a sorbet for the old taste buds, you know? I think you'll know if it's gone too far when someone drafts Uniclus and you gotta read it out. Fair, dude. Well, cheers. Cheers, and, you know, we'll do one to the hopes that JB survives this draft stream, really. So, that is, yep, that's liquor. That's, yep. Fun stuff. I'm getting nothing from this guy. Should I just like start? Should I just go, and then he can just come in whenever he does his thing? I don't know. Draft stream, but it's really a drinking stream, pretty much. Kill the whole bucket. I want to see a ghost. I want to see a fucking ghost. Draft stream, but it's really a drinking stream. Gladite spitting fat. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it's Saturday. It's 5 o'clock, dude. I'm not gonna do this shit sober. You know? What else am I gonna be doing on Saturday? It would just be doing this, but not, you know, in front of a bunch of people. And apparently now I'm doing this by myself, so you're gonna want me to be a little lubed up and entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Me and the ghost of JB's past about to be doing this shit. Shouldn't have picked a red drink too, because my face is gonna be all stained by the time it's over. I guess I'll just start, man. I guess I'll just start. You know, like, I don't want to keep people waiting too long. We are gonna be going fast. We got 20, dude. We got 20 people in this draft. I mean, in this, in this draft. That's like a lot of people. That's borderline a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't need that open. Yeah, we'll just see if JB comes back at any point. Starting off great. So we do have commands in the chat. It is ! just whatever team, you know. So if maybe if you did want to summon JB, you could do.
Oh my god!
Holy shit, he's here. Dollar sign send races. That's not a dollar sign. That's an exclamation mark.
I hope nothing happens again, but I think I'm okay.
Okay, so that didn't work. JB, glad to hear you back.
I literally wasn't doing anything. Just, you know, been on the internet all day, you know, just cruising the YouTubes, talking to people on Discord, you know, just doing the usual.
As one does.
Time for my whole draft stream and everything, and Citrus League decides, nah, dude, here's this little globe of no internet, dickhead. Deal with it. So yeah, that was fun.
That sounds like classic CenturyLink behavior.
But I think it unfucked itself. So yeah, I got my showdown open, and that's all I really need to talk about Pokemon. So I think we're good.
That's good. That's always nice to see.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dare open up another fucking tab, because fuck me, dude. Who wants to look at stuff?
Yeah, dude. One tab and one tab only. It's the same rule that you have as when you know, when you're doing a little bit of that.
Ice skate.
Yeah. There you go. So Streamlabs doesn't want to work. I don't know what the fuck's going on. There is commands for this, to where you can do the things and the stuff, but it's just not working.
What?
JB,
when does anything ever work?
That's a fair.
My bad, dude. My bad, dude.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Gray? Yeah, JB, you gotta take a shot and get on my level. I was killing time for you to come back, and I may or may not have, you know.
I would if I had, or partook, but
yeah, you know what? It's both.
Yeah, you can just do another one, and it'll work out.
I don't think that will work out.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Okay, so I guess the chats aren't gonna work. Maybe I can do it in between picks while we're going through it. But let's get into it, man. Let's do this shit. You know, we got 20 people in here. There were supposed to be things in the stuff on this fine Tuesday morning.
Oh, Jesus. I apologize to all of you.
But yeah, we're just gonna do it. And the very first pick is Dragapult. Who would have guessed it? From Lisbon Arcanines.
Who the hell would have thought, man?
Dragapult is just, it makes sense that it went first, man. You know, it's just so damn fast. It is so easy to build a team around that I think it just makes sense that goes, if it doesn't go first, it goes first 3 or first 5 every time, you know? And that's just Dragapult.
It never makes it past, like, I think the lowest I've ever seen it drafted is 4, legitimately.
Can we get some fucking ham really sandwiches in the chat for Dragapult here?
Oh, this was a Squid to Feed, by the way.
Yes.
That's the name of this guy. Totally didn't have to look up the draft order to remember his name, because I'm really good at being a
good commissioners, dude, not bad men. So next we have your pick, buddy. We have your Zygarde.
Yeah, I went ahead and took a snake, man. It was like this or the Urshifu that didn't go number one. I'm like, you know what? I feel like using a snake that doesn't really have to think and has the most broken move in the game. So I went with that one instead of the one that has the other most broken move in the game.
Yeah, when you're choosing between the top two most broken moves in the game, I guess it really either one and you're probably fine.
It's really not a wrong choice, but I don't know, dude. Zygarde it just sounded more fun at the time, so that's the one I took.
Fair enough. Third, hey, speaking
And that's
of
kind of what you do with your first. Oh,
speaking of the thing,
yeah.
the Hinterland Woodhammers take Urshifu single strike. So
You're welcome, buddy.
it's like that was it. So it makes sense. Dragapult went first, and then it also makes sense. Broken move, and then third broken move makes sense for. It's just we're on track to just have just a plain old cut and dry standard draft. You know what I mean?
A lot of buttons being clicked already, and this is just what we'd love to see.
And this is Ballhawk, by the way. This is his pick.
Indeed.
So
Shout out to Ballhawk.
next we have Cahoots with the Hawaiian Komos taking Coco. Tell us about Coco, JB.
I mean, what's more Hawaiian than a Tapu Koko? I mean, I guess a Komo, but I mean it fits, and obviously Coco's just like it's stupid good, man. What can we say about Coco that you guys don't already know, dude? Super fast, terrain's broken, can pivot, can stall break a little bit. Oh my god, the Java update just broke my ears.
Even, you can take 20% away of Tapu Koko's power, and it still will go first 5,
Yeah, it's still like 30% more power than everything else in the game.
Right? Speaking of 30% more power, next we have the Chicago Dragapults, Q the Costa Rican, how you doing, how the kids, taking Rillaboom. Rillaboom, dude, is what I took in this very league round 1 last time. Yeah, JB's having a bit of pumpernickel. We'll walk him through.
Oh god damn it!
I mean, you're good now, but you just for when you started the last description. But Q took Rillaboom, and it makes sense, dude. Rillaboom is. Did I say Rillaboom? Rillaboom is it's ridiculously good, man. One of the most clickable buttons in the game. Grassy Glide, dude. You get to +2 with a Grassy Glide. You have a Life Orb, maybe. Stuff that shouldn't die starts dying, dude.
Yeah, you recovering most of that Life Orb damage anyway, dude. Fuck it, might as well.
Like Torn T, will die after rocks. It's crazy. Like, what are your,
Yeah, it's
that's Rillaboom's whole
damn
thing.
near
Is
impossible to switch into, man.
It doesn't get a rock move, so you usually try to wall it with a flying type, maybe something that isn't weak to knockoff or something. And you just die to Glide anyways. What the fuck is this Pokemon?
Just don't play a Moltres.
Yeah, don't play Moltres.
That's like the one, or a Corviknight.
Next we have
Those are like
Talon
the 3 that.
and the Atlanta Braviaries taking G-Darm. JB, tell us about old G-Darm.
I mean, it's kind of what's the phrase we say around here? It's a really good button clicker, dude. Like some would say one of the best. I know you're an aficionado when it comes to the belly drum sets. Those are always fun as well. But stupid high attack stat, bunch of really spammable moves, and a broken ass ability. Man, what more could you want in a round 1 pick?
Yeah, and then the chat seems to be really hype here for Double Monkey, so that's a thing. And yes, Rillaboom is in fact bad thwacky. I get it, You're right though. As far as buttons go, this Pokemon's ability makes you click one button, dude. You know what I mean? Like that's like this should be the mascot.
Better make sure you click the right one.
Yeah, this should be the mascot for clicking buttons because you don't have another choice. It's like you pick the one and you're gonna click that shit and that's it.
Oh, that's another good idea. For sure. Merch coming soon, by the way.
Merch coming soon. Internet also coming soon. Next we have Gray, the Vancouver Titans, the BBR champion, dude, taking Victini.
Dude, there are famous people in this league.
Victini, man, speaking of buttons, Vigoriate's one of the most fun buttons in the game. I feel like there's going to be a bit of a theme to this draft here, guys, I think there might be a bit of a recurring segment known as Buttons Clicked. But,
That's what you do in round 1, man. You get yourself a good button to build around.
Mm-hmm. So that you can, you can do supporting stuff with the rest of your Pokemon, but you want to be clicking buttons with your top guys, yeah. But, hits like a fucking truck on the physical side, gets really good coverage on the special side, so it can always, whatever you need Victini to do, dude, it's there. It's like offense only Mew,
Dude, even Flash Fire Pokemon are getting to a kid by V-Create. Fucking, you don't switch into it.
Shout outs to Scorching Sands.
True.
Then we got Aquarius taking Aegislash. How do you feel about Aegislash?
It's pretty solid, man. One of the better still types in the game. Also, ghost type being super spammable this gen. You love to see it. Fucking King Shield's pretty damn cool. And Aquarius is one of those like really freaking good players, so I'm excited to see how they build some really freaking fun Aegislash. So it's gonna be really cool to see them use this Pokemon.
I always like say that I would never draft AG, but because I don't like Pokemon that are like force a lot of 50-50s because I always get them wrong and I hate it. But it does look fun to just slap on a Life Orb, click Shadow Ball, the defensive thing comes in and then dies to close combat the next turn. You know, it just seems like such a fun mon.
Head smash with stupid ass Mandibuzz, you know.
And as you guys know, so far this has been just a good old fashioned cut and dry, just standard draft. And then all of a sudden, there's a Bisharp on my screen. I am so confused. Round 1 Bisharp is something I have never seen in my life, ever. But dude, I'm here for it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm here for it, man.
If that's...
It's one of the better knockoff clickers in the game, and that's what I got to say about that.
True. I know sometimes it does maybe be a couple more points than we had it at, so maybe they were like, this is a steal. This is the Belgian red Dragapults, which is Schmon, by the way, so I don't know what the thought process was behind this. I really want to see their draft analysis so I can know, like...
Yeah, I'm very curious, because,
So, maybe, you know, Aqua drafted Aegislash, and then Schmon was like, you know what, dude, if we're taking edgy shit round 1, I'll take Bisharp. Okay, I'll go Dino. That's fine.
It is a pretty edgy round 1 pick, I'll give you that.
Yep, 2 steel types. Oh, and then it's my turn, so I'll do it, and then, yeah. Ooh. But, Tapu Lele, dude, I'm going back to my roots, you know? Take 20% away from me, I don't give a fuck. I'm still clicking Scarf Moonblast. Still clicking Specs Psychic Move. We don't need, you know, we don't need... I forgot what I was going to say there, but we don't need, like,
moves to hit steel types.
Yeah, we don't need moves to hit steel types. We don't need...
expanding force.
That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think. We don't need expanding force. We just click the buttons, dude. Next, we have Torn T with the New Orleans Noivern. Tell us about it, JV.
This is a freaking steal this way late in round 1. It feels like it's like really freaking good. That's what the people who are actually good at Pokemon tell me, that this thing is broken in Gen 8. I wouldn't know because I'm not good at Pokemon, but you know, you give this thing some boots, give it regen, it's like impossible to kill like in Nasty Plot nowadays. You just don't miss your Hurricanes, man. Got a really fun move pool, it's a good knockoff user, removal. Oh man, it's a key.
11th pick Torn T, man. Good stuff. Then we have the Hellblaze Volcaronas, which is just a really intense team name, really. That's just Lucas, and they take Mew. Makes sense, you know?
Well, Mew, yeah. I mean, might as well if Mew's sitting there for you.
When you don't know what you want, just take Mew and do all the things 1 week at a time, you know?
I mean, he's already 6-0'd me, so good on him. So,
that's fair.
Might as well just forfeit that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets everything, man. Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I believe this is pick 12. Now we have Goki at pick, I think it's 13. I'm not exactly sure. But taking Necrozma.
Oh, cool. Another game I just lose. This is like the OG of that meme when it comes to just fat psychic type 6 doing me. So, yeah, I'm scared. We all know the entitlement weakest policy set can just win a game, but it's very bulky. Can do some stealth rock stuff. Can recover as well. It's just one of the better bulky psychics. And spoiler alert, you guys are gonna hate this fucking team in a couple rounds. So just, enjoy it while you can, because you're gonna get real nauseated real quick.
You heard it here first. Next, we have Garchomp with the Green Bay Yampers. All I gotta say about Garchomp, dude, is Swords Dance Scale Shot every week. You slap on a Life Orb, and things just die. You know, Garchomp is such a good Pokemon. I'm so glad it got a little bit buffed this gen, because it always was like, I was never sure if this was like a round 1 kind of Pokemon or like a round 2 kind of team, you know, that kind of stuff. But I think now definitely round 1. It's just such a good Pokemon.
Yep. Very bulky. Tank Chomp's always good too. If for some reason you decide not to run Scale Shot like a coward, you can just, you know, slap Stealth Rocks on it and just be bulky as hell and not die too. So it's got a couple things. Rough Rocky as well, just, you know, taking all the recoil.
rough rocky if about that chip life, you know? Next we have Dragonite, and I know you know a thing or two about Dragonite.
Multi-scale Boots is broken. One of the best move pools in the game. It's a Gen 1 Pokemon. He gets like all of the things and all of the stuff. So yeah, dude, Dragonite, very good Pokemon. Weakness policy sets, and yeah, it's very, very good. A little bit on the slow side, but who cares?
He gets extreme speed. You don't need speed, you know? You got
He needs it, yeah.
regular.
Massive attack stat, good mixed attacker, dude. It's super underrated, super underappreciated. It does feel like it's a little bit boots locked this gen, but who gives a shit when it just has such a massive attack stat? Dual Wing Beat is so nice for it. So yeah, dude, Dragonite very good. Like it.
Boots locked sounds like a Texas wrestling move. Anyways, next we have Zeraora with Dorian taking pretty late in the draft. Zeraora. He mentioned to me that he always wanted to use Zeraora, so I ended up trading him for it because I didn't really know what I wanted, so I was like, I'll just take the thing that you want.
That's all I...
And then, you know, he picked up Lele for me. And he's, you know, it's his face. It's the Pokemon that we all name after him, so it's about damn time he gets his own face as a Pokemon, you know?
He's been... Yeah.
Super fucking fast.
I feel like it's like a identity theft when other people take it, you know?
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. But, yeah, so glad Dorian was able to get it. And, you know, we'll see what he wants to build around it. It got a couple more moves this gen too, if I'm not mistaken, so that's fun. But always a good Pokemon. It's right up there with Dragapult as just like those fast Pokemon you can just start with and build around. So, love to see it. Then we got Ferrothorn.
Last good season I had was with the Zero.
We got Seth taking Ferrothorn, JB. Tell us about it.
Round 1 Ferrothorn is a little bit weird. I mean, it's not your typical round 1 Pokemon. It's very defensive. Great hazard setter, one of the best in the game. Can thunder wave some stuff, can leech seed some stuff, can knock off some stuff. It's just a very fast steel type. Body press is super powerful coming from this thing, and just a really, really solid defensive typing. And really interesting to see like a really dedicated defensive one go in the first round. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Mr. Seth builds out the rest of his team with the Ferrothorn.
Yep, straight up. We got Lando T with the Houston Haxorus, which is Monkferno. I know it's Gen 8, but it always still surprises me when Lando T lasts this long. You know, sometimes it still just goes in the first 3 picks, because it's like, it's old reliable, you know? You just got to do the stuff that you need.
Even though it doesn't have Z-moves anymore, it's still a freaking Lando, dude. Like, it's Lando, man.
I miss Z-moves. But, yeah, Lando gonna do Lando things, you know? I do, because... You know, because of my next Pokemon. Oh, and the Old English Ice-Q, which should be the team that you narrate every time, is going to take Heatran. What do you think about Heatran?
It's pretty good steel type as well. A lot of steel types going around one, which is cool to see, because, like, all of the good ones are gone, so if you didn't take one, you're kind of fucked, honestly. Steel type. Well, but Heatran, getting Eruption now is super cool. This thing can finally be reliably ran offensively without having to run wacky natures. Really good, Stealth Rocker as well, taunts, you know, fun stuff. But yeah, Heatran, super cool Pokemon.
Yep, fair enough. Then we got Jirachi, and this is the last pick of the round. Good old Galadite taking Jirachi, and he had first pick last time. The good old randomizer gods gave him last pick this time, so it's still balanced. But now we got to deal with this guy taking the wheel, which is annoying. But it's Jirachi. I have it in another league. It is just, it's old flinchy boy, you know, it'll get you 60% of the time. It works every time. Stealth Rocks, momentum, wish support. It really is a great Pokemon to build around. And since he has the wheel, you know he's going to have some kind of plan for this thing other than ruining each and every one of our days with Iron Head, you know?
But also doing that too, because why not?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I feel like you don't draft Jirachi if you don't do that a little bit, you know? But
yeah.
This is the recap for round 1, you know? A lot of stuff went. I think I speak for everyone that is in this chat right now when I say round 1 Bisharp is the best pick here. I don't really want to hear otherwise. I think that's just what it is. And I think we're going to agree.
The 5th. My mama said if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Oh, shit. But yeah, a lot of, you know...
Real talk, though, I am... hoping it puts in work, because it do be a good button clicker.
Yep, straight up. It says Okay, let's not look at this for too long because it's a little bit incorrect. So Jack, shut up. Don't. That's
What
not
I
what happened.
do?
Nothing.
What I do? What I do wrong?
Nothing at all.
Tell me. What I do? What I do wrong?
Round 2. Pick one.
Oh shit! Piss! I know what I saw. My bad. I'm sorry.
Round 2, we have
Forgot to
Galeite.
change it when I copy pasted everything. My bad.
I was gonna brush it under the rug, dude. It's fine.
Nah, I was staring at it. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, nay. Yeah, we got hippo. So this man's got sand all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah.
Now- Go for it.
I got nothing. I was gonna make a fat joke, but it's fine.
But my mama said I couldn't say anything at all. Yeah, man. So it's an interesting choice to start with hippo as like, you know, because usually you would take drill and then hippo like later or T-tar, you know. But starting with hippo probably means that he was just like, I need bulk. Someone already took Ferrothorn, so I'm gonna take hippo. I already got Jirachi. You know, that helps the. You know, this will help the or Jirachi will help the ice weakness and water, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's just an interesting sequence of events, and I like it though. I love hippo as a Pokemon. That's a thick bitch.
This is the thing with Galeite. He drafts like really well for his playstyle, but not like conventional drafting well, and he's still gonna manage to 6-0 like everybody. So it doesn't really matter what he drafts; he's gonna do incredibly well.
He do be 6-0 people, and that shit isn't that fun. But next we
You know a
have,
thing or two about that.
next we have Tapu Fini with the Old English Ice Cube. Tell us about it, JB. This is Gert's team.
Good build, I guess. Tapu Fini looks really fun this gen, dude. Fucking Calm Mind, Draining Kiss is disgusting, so definitely not looking forward to playing that. It's just fun, and also a really nice, you know, combination with Heat Trainer. He's got already has 2/3 of that Fairy Dragon still and Fire Water Grass Core going with 2 picks, so you know he's making moves with his cores and whatnot. So maybe if Mega Sceptile was in this game, or if he takes like an apple to something, he's got it all. So Fini very bulky. Taunt, defog, all those sorts of shenanigans, and it looks really fun this gen, and I like his tip so far.
Yeah, I really like the efficiency of it. It's like if we gotta check these boxes off, I'm gonna do them all at the same time. You know.
Why draft 6 Pokemon for 2 cores when you can draft, 3?
Right. Grace says that core looks familiar. Nope, never seen it before. Next we
Not
have
ever.
the Kentucky Keldeo. Well, hold on here. This is not what that is.
Listen, man. It's a Houston Haxorus.
This is the Houston Haxorus, and they take
I
Slowbro.
forgot one.
JB forgot one so far, and yeah, you know,
I'm so bad at my job.
it's Lando T Slowbro, so he's got just momentum at all the time. He's got, you know, bulk, just ready to go, waiting. Everybody is.
Get a bulk
I don't-
into the sentence.
I know you don't have any tabs open, but if you can't see the stream, everybody's saying you're a real piece of shit, pal. So I just wanted to
Yeah,
let you know.
I know. I agree.
I just a little friendly reminder. But no, a Slowbro
Yeah.
Lando, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You get yourself a nice steel type so Freeze Dry doesn't ruin you, and you're good to go. Next we have Latios with the real Kentucky Keldeo. None of that imposter bullshit. Tell us about Latios Ferrothorn, JB.
Is this an Among Us stream?
Apparently.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
JB could
No,
tell.
Another core forming already. A lot even more offensive of the twins. Got some nice levitate going for it. Not that his steel type is weak to ground, but just nice to have a levitator always. Very offensive Pokemon. Great move pool. Dragon Dance can calm mind. Can, do all sorts of fun shenanigans with Latios.
Yep. All the shenanigans, dude. Like you said, it's offensive. It's just ready to click whatever button you want, you know? Psychic types get great coverage, so fun stuff.
I don't want to be here anymore.
What is going on is the question I have. Oh.
Oh no, I probably fucked something else up. It's probably my fault.
No, I think this one's me.
Ah,
Spoilers! Oh no. I don't know why it's going off and doing its own thing, you know?
OBS, please.
I don't like it here, is what I'm getting at.
Why can't things just work out?
Is one of the hotkeys wrong, maybe? It was going fine. This is getting out of hand.
Dorian breaks it, dude. What the hell?
It's going so fast, too. What the fuck? So many spoilers. I hate it here. And that's a spoiler, too. So we got to put this one up is what we need to do. Okay, so just remember... Oh, this is the one that we tried to skip, too. So now you get to see... you get to see how to read.
How did that happen, dude? That one actually makes me mad. But the other one's not my fault.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't...
That arena one pisses me off because I just did that like an hour ago.
Just the hotkeys
And it's out of order,
aren't
too.
working
God
for
damn it.
something. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What the fuck is going on is what I'm getting at here. Put this back up. Technical difficulties, folks. It wouldn't be a draft stream if we didn't have them, you know?
I want to play the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah, right? So, let me just take this from the top, just real quick. We'll start over again.
But this time without typos.
Probably.
There.
I think a White Claw fixes this. Yeah, same.
Several, probably.
Several. Yeah, I'm going to be 6 deep now at this point.
So was 3 Doors Down, right? That was the Maybe 6 Creed, actual far down. Was that Creed?
I think
One of those shitty bands.
It's one of the two for sure. Just real quick, guys. Sorry, this is gonna be a pain in my dick, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so there's that, and now we need to go to hotkeys. Okay, let's try this again. So we got round 2. We were past that one. We were past Vinny. We were past Slowbro. We were past Latios. We have Dorian taking Corviknight here. So he's got the good old-fashioned, Zera Aura Corviknight core. Tell us about Corviknight, JB, because I don't want to look at it anymore.
Great, pairing with Zera Aura. They cover each other's weaknesses very well. Obviously, Corviknight being a burb for the Earthquakes, and then Zera Aura having Volt Absorb for the Electric type. So, good defensive pairing. Can both pivot as well. So, pretty fun start to a team. And if there's one thing we know about Dorian, it's that he doesn't like being a piece of shit. So maybe he won't run, piece of shit Corviknight sets, but he's not beneath it. So, definitely could see some piece of shit Corviknight sets.
I could see him doing it. Maybe just once or twice. Maybe not the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next we have Volcanion being paired with Dragonite by the Townsville Tyrannitars. I like this team already. I like it already, dude. Dragonite Volcanion looks like a fun,
really fun,
thing to have just right off the bat. So, this is Razorclaw, by the way, and this is his first ever Wi-Fi league. So it's going to be fun. We're going to see what he's got going on, and we're going to see, I know he's really good, and he plays on Showdown mostly. So we'll see how well that translates over to. Then we got Melmetal for the Green Bay Yampers.
Just dodge some Stone Edges, buddy.
Yeah. We got Melmetal with the Green Bay Yampers being paired with Garchomp.
Ridiculous. What a pair, dude. Like, switch-ins, question mark? Don't have nuns. Double Iron Bash is, like, we keep talking about buttons to click, and that's one of the, best buttons of this shit. Well, Bash itself, man, like, good defensive pairing, got those cores going as well, and just fucking hella thick, dude. Nothing's, okay. So, fucking gross.
Makes sense, Then we
Copper
got
Nickel. I get it.
Just a little bit. No, I was doing something on the side too. Came in here and heard maybe Dorian won't be a piece of shit. Already know this is a goat stream. You missed the technical difficulties too, so as far as everyone's concerned. So yeah, now we got Necrozma being paired with Tapu Bulu. Listen, dude, Necrozma is one of those Pokemon that definitely appreciates a little bit of passive recovery, so that's going to help it out a lot. Tapu Bulu is just your grandfather's Rillaboom, you know, so he doesn't get like Grassy Glide and any of that stuff, but it still hits like a truck. Woodhammer is still going to be just ridiculous, and we got teased with those leaks, you know, they said like, oh, it might have Play Rough, and then it just didn't, so you gotta run Gleam and pray for the best, I guess, but who's looking at anything else than a grass move with this anyways?
I might be dead.
No, you're good. I hear you.
Okay.
Next
I
we
think
have...
this is 5,000 MS, so I don't know how much longer. Yeah.
But next we have the Hellblaze Volcaronas taking Mandibuzz to pair with Mew. How do you feel about that, Jay?
Ew. It's pretty gross. Mandibuzz, pretty passive dark type, but I guess it provides a decent check to Mew. Obviously, Mew can't be run offensively to deal with it, but Mandibuzz is just a really good check to a lot of like higher tier stuff this gen. It's just really thick, dude. One of those Pokemon that you just hate prepping for. Good knockoff spammer. Can pivot as well. Defog's toxic. It's just a not fun time whenever you see a Mandibuzz on your opponent's team. So Mew and Mandibuzz in the first 2 picks, I'm already not looking for, but you know, good for him.
Yeah, this whole team is looking like it's never going to die already. But next we have New Orleans Noivern taking Hydreigon to pair with Tortorn T. I fucking love Hydreigon, man. I know, right? I love Hydreigon. It's such a cool Pokemon, and now it got Dragon Dance and Nasty Plot, so it just, if you needed it to be any more difficult to switch into, now it's got more options. You know, now it's like you're scared to give this thing a free turn because it can set up, but then you're also scared of just being choiced and dropping a Draco or a Dark Pulse or whatever. So, great Pokemon, and it gets my favorite move in the game, U-Turn. So, you love to see it, you know. And paired with Torn, he's already got momentum, and it's 2 just incredibly hard-hitting wall breakers right off the bat.
Are you sure this isn't your team?
It should be.
Speaking
Next.
of your team.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I'll take this
yeah,
one.
you have to.
Lele Cartana, dude. If you guys have been watching my content for a little while, you know Lele Cartana was my bread and butter last gen. Like, I think I drafted this shit like 4 or 5 times. Really fun. Yeah. I love Cartana so much. This was clicking buttons before we knew clicking buttons was clicking buttons, you know? You just slap on a Choice Scarf, you click your Leaf Blade, you get a boost, and it's the same thing as Grassy Glide. Things that resist just start dying, you know, and it's fucking fun. You run the good old-fashioned Timid Swords Dance speed boosting set if you're an adult. Now, you don't have Z moves, so it isn't quite as viable, but, you know, dude, I'm dumb. I'll still do it.
R.I.P. Breakneck Blitz.
Fuck you, Charizard. I'm Breakneck Blitzing. Then we have Slowking being paired with that Bisharp.
Thumbnails.
Oh, dude, me too. Tell us about Slowking Bisharp, JB. Round 2.
Well, it gives him a good fighting resist for his Bisharp, so that's pretty nice. Bisharp also providing a good knockoff switching for the Slowking, but Slowking, one of the best defensive, easy for me to say, pivots this gen, obviously, with Boots and Regenerator. Should have mentioned that with Slowbro earlier, but didn't, because stupid. But, yeah, it's looking very, very thick. Just another piece of shit that doesn't die. It does have access to, a little bit more utility than Slowbro. Get stuff like Dragon Tail and Nasty Plot that it could use to annoy or set up. But yeah, very thick. Gen 1 loophole, so he gets all the fucking things. And, yeah, very solid.
Yep.
Well,
makes sense.
Slowking's
my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Next we have Como-O.
It gets a Gen 1 move. Well, fuck you.
We have
it falls from a Gen 1 Pokemon. You know what I meant.
I know. Shut up. We have...
I don't want to... You know what? I'm out. You're doing this by yourself.
Again. Then we
I'm on strike. Fuck.
We have Aquarius taking Como-O to pair with their Aegislash. If you ever had a team that was even remotely... If your team was thinking about being weak to Shadow Ball, just take a Bulletproof, Mon, dude. You're good to go. This starts their Steel Fairy Dragon Core. It's looking fantastic, man. Honestly, I tried to make Como-O work, and I just couldn't. It didn't really vibe with me, but I hate prepping against it. It's a great Pokemon. It gets all kinds of stuff, and we don't let it do the Clangorous Soul, so that's probably for our benefit here.
Yeah. We dropped it a couple points for that, because people be having this thing at like 16 points without Clingy Boy, and I'm just like, nah, that's silly. So we dropped it a couple points for that. But it's one of my favorite dragons to use, so I don't really get to draft that a lot, but it's really fun, man.
And just when we were talking Gray up on his Victini pick, now he's taking Clefable. How do you feel about Clefable, GG?
It's fat and pink, and I don't like it. Why do I have to talk about all fat pink mons, dude? What the hell? Speaking of Gen 1 Pokemon, they get all of the moves. Okay, see, this one's actually Gen 1. God, I think it's actually Gen 2. It doesn't matter. Joke. But yeah, it's super thick. Teleport Wish is annoying as hell. Rocks, Calm Mind, Cosmic Power. It gets like all of the things. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, for real. And it does give Victini good support. Being able to spam Thunder Wave and Wish Pass into it also sets rocks for it. It makes sense. It's a good pick, but hate it here, bye forever. And then speaking of Titangs, we have Tangrowth here with Talon and the Atlanta Breviaries taking Tangrowth, the evolution to my mascot. I'd love me some Tangrowth. It's super annoying to play because every time I have an offensive team and I'm trying to, set up and win, there's always a Tangrowth in the way and it's annoying. Sometimes you gotta dodge a Sleep Powder to win. Sometimes you gotta Toxic it early on just so it'll take residual. It's a thick old boy, So having a Regenerator Mon to switch into G-Darm is nice for his team. I like it.
I must have offended his ancestors because he took like the, two things that just fucking Zygarde hates with his Pokemon. So my bad, Talent. I don't know what I did to piss you off, but it won't happen again, buddy.
Yeah, that man had enough out the gate. Then we got
you want to
Q.
have fun? Nah.
We got Q taking Zapdos to pair with his Rillaboom. How do you feel about it?
He removes one of the better Rillaboom checks from the boards. That's probably pretty damn smart. And Zapdos is just stupid this gen. Of course, we're gonna keep mentioning boots because they're boots, and everything in this generation is boots. But it just makes it even harder to kill. Very potent offensively as well this gen with Hurricane, and just being able to click that button gets obviously pivoting, so that's very nice. And pretty solid defensive pairing with the old Boomer. Just gotta watch out for them ice beams,
Yep, straight up. And then next we have Pelipper to pair with Tapu Koko from Cahoots and the Hawaiian Coma O's. Wonder what the rest of his team's gonna look like. Golly, but
we got some weather.
Coco Pelly is it's a standard. They I feel like half the time you see these Pokemon go together. Like a lot of people just take Coco to take Coco, but I feel like on weather teams it does end up on there a lot. Accurate Thunders are nice. Pelipper is, in my opinion, the superior rain setter, and I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with that, but hey, U-turn, momentum, it's like the whole thing, So,
dude, if Politoed got flip turn, it'd be so good.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. But yeah, man, it's Pelly Coco. It looks like the beginnings of a rain team. I fucks with it. Next, we have Celesteela to pair with Urshifu for the Hinterland Woodhammers. Tell us about it, JB. Tell us about Ball Hogs.
Did we let this happen? How? This man got pick 37, 38 Celesteela. Like, what the hell are we doing here? To pair with Urshifu, bruh, what are we doing with our lives? Celesteela is one of the most disgusting Pokemon around. It just doesn't die, even without active recovery. It just doesn't fucking die, dude. So gross. But hopefully he's a gentleman and runs Meteor Beam every week, so that way at least we're getting swept by an offensive Celesteela instead of wasting 40 minutes slowly dying to Celesteela.
That's fair. It's the the firm way out. Then we have you taking Sylveon.
Yeah, dude. Wanted a good fairy. It was either this or spoiler alert the next pick, so I decided to go with Sylveon just because I figured I might as well get another decent button clicker. It can still be very defensive, but that's a really solid fairy. And can't wait to click some hyper beams, hyper voices, maybe some curse quick attack. I know that's a set that gets tossed around a lot by tryhards, so maybe I might try to make that work. Probably not because I suck at the game, but who knows, man. Got some ribbons.
I'll sell you $1 every time you click Hyper Beam this season. Next, we have the 20th pick of round 2, the Lisbon Arcanines.
Yeah, that's $12, dude.
That's true. That is G Weezing to pair with their Dragapult. Mm-hmm. Looks like a solid fairy to go with Dragapult. Weezing is
fun.
Weezing's such a good Pokemon this generation. Obviously, you gotta talk about how it's literally Doug Dimmadome. They definitely were like, let's make it the guy from the meme, But Weezing is just so good now. With the fairy typing, it's so good. It's got a very weird typing too, so sometimes you build a team and realize I can't hit this super effectively at all, what the fuck's going on? But T-Spikes, just, it makes sense. I like it.
Neutralizing gas is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
in the best way.
Yep. Owner of the Dimmadum. Hell yeah. And this is going to be the recap for round 2. Now, while JB tells you about the recap, I'm going to see if round 3 is all fucky.
Hopefully it is, and hopefully I didn't make any typos. Looking it over, I don't think there's anything out of order. I also can't see the chat for them to tell me that I'm wrong, but I think got everything right. Oh, nice. So a lot more still types go off the board. Saw some fairies go off the board. I don't think there's really a bad pick this round, man. People be doing their jobs through the first couple of rounds, picking good Pokemon, building good teams. It's kind of what we're supposed to do, and
yeah.
I don't really have anything bad to say about any of them.
That's fair. There wasn't, in round 1, I feel like there was an obvious choice for best Mon. How are we feeling about this right here? Is there something that sticks out? Chat, how are you guys feeling about, the entirety of this? And JB, what are you thinking is the one, if there's one that stands out?
Gotta be Sally going this late in a 20-person draft, dude. Like, that's wild. Gotta be Sally, in my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
just
fair.
Disgusting. It's just nasty.
I feel like, the Selly going is insane. The Corviknight and the Zapdos going are also pretty good. There was a lot of flying types going this round rather.
Yep.
Crazy stuff.
So some offense, dude. Excited for some Kartana thumbnails. I think we already mentioned that, but it must be mentioned again. Kartana thumbnails. They're back.
It's been a long time, dude. Stitch, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I can't believe I've went so long without this in my life. I feel like I've tried to come so far, but I feel like I've tried to replace them with fishes and Darms and various other button clickers, but really they're just, I don't know if anything could ever replace Kartana for me.
It's like that girl who is right for you, but you gotta see what you are like apart from each other, and then you finally find your way back to each other. It's the slow music starts playing and everything's good again.
Yeah, it's like if you love something, set it free or whatever it is.
Yeah, that.
So, round 1 we have Cobalion going to pair with the Dragapult and the G-Weezing. Tell us about Cobalion.
Did we go back in time to round 1? Oh god. But Cobalion is pretty decent Pokemon. I'm not the biggest fan of it personally because I like my Steel types to resist Fairy, which could be a little bit of a problem, but he does have Weezing, which does that, so I guess it kind of negates it, but it's pretty fast, good Stealth Rock setter. Can't set up on both sides because it do be getting Calm Mind. I don't know if it has like Aura Sphere this gen, hopefully it does, so maybe that could actually do a thing, but can pivot as well, so you know how we feel about that. Pretty decent Pokemon. Okay button clicker, pretty damn good bulk.
Yep, fair enough. Next, we have Raikou, which is also your Pokemon, being paired with your Sylveon and Zygarde. What was the thought process behind old Thunderpuffer here? Cat, whatever.
I just really wanted to use Raikou. I know there was like some other things that my FO, aka you, and Dorian told me to take, but I was like, man, it's a Thundercat, so I'm gonna use a Thundercat. It just looked really fun. Good Skull Edition, so fuck ground types. Calm Mind's cool, Aura Sphere's cool. You don't have to have a certain nature for that anymore, and it just looked fun, and I wanted to use it, so I took it.
You know what? Fair enough. Next, we have Galarian Slowking going to pair with the Urshifu and the Celesteela. This team all of a sudden started looking a little bit thick, dude. But Slowking is...
I don't like it.
Slowking Galarian form is pretty fucking fantastic. I feel like it's bulky, but it also hits really hard. It's got again a really unique typing, so makes for some really good coverage. And just with such a physical attacker like Urshifu Single Strike, I feel like the special attacking in this is going to be really, really hard for people to switch. You're going to have your whole team prep for dark type switch-ins, but this is going to just be ridiculous,
Yeah. It's one of those Pokemon that like doesn't have a massive special attack set, but just does more damage than you think it should.
100%. Next, we have Scizor with the Hyankoma O's. How do you feel about Scizor?
Works really well on Rain. Obviously, weakening the fire type hits that has a take. Bullet Punch spam is super nice. Just up Bullet Punch and U-Turn and Sword Dance on a set, and you got pretty much every Scizor set ever. It's just like it's proven at this point, man. That's all you really need on a Scizor, just Bullet Punch and U-Turn, dude. What else do you need? Very solid Steel type, can switch into a million types except for Fire, but he has to Rain, so who really cares?
Yep, fuck it. Then we have Q taking Volcarona to go with Zapdos and Rillaboom, man. Volcarona is one of those Pokemon that is going to win several games on its own. And if you know anything about Q, no one sweeps more people than Q, dude. No one sweeps more people than Q.
Impressive.
Yeah. Josh said this isn't a rap SMH. But yeah, so...
Imagine rapping a whole stream.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I couldn't be this drunk, I tell you. It wouldn't go well. But... yeah, the last thing Q needs is Volcarona, man. He's going to sweep so many people with this. Rillaboom already is going to be just destroying people, and then Volcarona in the back, and then heavy-duty boots being a thing, you know? So just,
He's getting at least 1/6 with 2 of these 3 Pokemon for sure.
Right, he's going to have a whole bunch of different things named after sandwiches after this season, I feel like. Then we have the Atlanta Braviary taking Blacephalon to pair with Tangrowth and Galarian Darmanitan.
Yeah, it helps break the Steel types that Darm kind of struggles with. Not really, because it does get Flare Blitz and obviously can make itself a Fire type, but has to weaken itself to do so. So just having a Pokemon that can help that, without weakening Darm is nice. Just another really solid, really fast button click. Shadow Ball spam obviously broken this gen, so pretty damn decent and looks pretty good offensively with Darm. I like it. Tangrowth, of course, also being able to switch in.
Just click Mind Blown, who needs HP?
Yeah, fuck it.
Now we got Gray taking Excadrill. He was like, I just saw Gallade take Hippo. He ain't getting this shit, so I'm going to go ahead and take it right now. Victini, Clefable, Excadrill. Looking like just a very solid start to the team. He could go a bunch of different ways from here, I think, but it goes well.
You said, give me Gen 6 of you.
Yeah, he's got a Steel type to go with that Fairy. Victini is just such a fucking wall breaker. Now, just those 3 alone, you already have to bring your bulky water, and it has to be bold max, to even have a chance.
Yeah. For real.
Then we have Aquarius taking Rotom Wash to pair with Como-O and Ag. Tell us about good old Rotom.
Another Pokemon that just, what can be said that hasn't been said, dude. It's Rotom Wash. It's one of the most, common staples of competitive Pokemon for the last few gens. It's fantastically bulky. Great defensive pivot, can status everything, can nasty plot nowadays, which is cool, I guess, can be fun. Just, gonna set the over-under on missed Hydro Pumps at 6 for the season, so good luck with that. It's really the only bad thing about Rotom is it has to rely on Hydro Pump.
Yeah, fair enough. Great Pokemon, great pivot, lets you get in AG and Como-O. Like you said, yeah, that's really the only downfall. It's just such a good Pokemon, man. It has... Yeah. I think Rotom Heat... I don't think Rotom Wash has fallen from grace. I think Rotom Heat just got really good this gen. So I think they're both top tier Rotoms nowadays. Then we have...
fucking Tims, man.
It's the Tims. Yeah, you're right. Boop, Scoot, Boogie. Now we have the Belgian Red Dragapults taking Kyurem to pair with Slowking and Bisharp. Now... we got a team, dude. This is a Kyurem, dude. Kyurem is so good this gen, getting Dragon Dance and Icicle Spear. Finally, somebody gave this man a freaking, physical ice stab. Freeze Dry as well, so you can just slap a Choice Specs on it and just not really have a switch in, because it also gets Earth Power. So, I feel like Kyurem does the ground and ice coverage game just as well as Mamoswine does. You know what I mean? It doesn't even need to be stab ground move. It just is so good at spamming that. It's so good, man.
I got a sports reference for this. He's like the Las Vegas Raiders of this league. Switches first in his third round picks, and it looks fine.
Leave some pogs in the chat if you understood that reference, because I am lost. Next, we have... oh, it's my pick. Yay. I was lost, and now I'm found, dude. Tapu Lele Kartana, and we're pairing it with Urshifu Rapid Strike. I ain't never clicked Aqua Jet in my life, dude. It's just... I didn't know what I wanted. I have really been liking offensive waters lately, so I wanted to try this one. I also wanted a good fighting type, because Lele doesn't really want to have to lock into Moonblast, So, being able to click just close combat button's really nice with this, and then critting everything means that I'm not going to be bulked up in front of. I'm not going to be iron defense stalled out, dude. I'm just going to come in, and I'm going to crit you, and if you're going to run a helmet, I'm going to run pads, dude. So it's like, I'll probably have to do that every game this season, because now I've said that out loud, but I really like it, and I think it fits the team.
Who cares? Who needs... what's a little bit of recoil into a panda? It'll be...
You can't argue with that. Then we got the New Orleans Noivern taking Terrakion to pair with Hydreigon and Torn T.
More offense. This team just looks just stupid hard to switch into already. He has 2 great Earthquake switch-ins for Terrakion, which is the one thing that Terrakion doesn't want to take. Because Fighting Rock is actually really solid defensive typing for the most part. It has more resistances than you would think. Not a ton, but just more than you would expect on a Pokemon that's so offensive. Just another fantastic button clicker. Close combat, Stone Edge is just super hard to switch into for a lot of teams. Really fast, can Sword Sense, and then just slap a Scarf or a Band on it, and it's gonna get a kill or 2 every game.
Yep, no kidding. That's a good pupper. Then we have not only do we have Spectrier going. Can we get some fucking horses in the chat? Maybe a if you're feeling frisky, but this is an action sprite of Spectrier, so JB made this, so this forgives your screw ups earlier.
I didn't have 100%. The whole sprite.
It makes sense, but this is better. Hey, look at him. He's in action. He's ready to go. He's ready to go hunt down that fucking carrot in the DLC. That man's ready. But we love ourselves some horses, man. If there's ever been one draft stream where there's been more fans of horses, it's been the Kentucky Derby draft stream, dude. So,
is that a thing?
I don't know. Probably. COVID hit, Sometimes you gotta watch horses online. I don't know, man. But to go with Mew and Mandibuzz, this thing is looking solid, man. Now he's got Mew to be able to do whatever you need. Mandibuzz is just a wall, and both of those things pivoting and being able to let in Spectrier to just click Ghost button. I love it, dude. I love the horse. People talk shit. Yep. Yeah, you gotta bring a normal type or a dark type to counter it. So as long as the Hellblaze Volcaronas take a good fighting type, you're still fucked. Like, it doesn't make it okay,
That's all this team needs, and he can kind of do all he needs to with Mew and Spectrier, so I like it a lot.
You'd love to see it. Next, we have Toxapex. JB, tell us about Toxapex. Bulu, Necrozma, Pex. Ew.
I really don't want to tell you about Toxapex, but I guess I will. Obviously, he has Bulu to weaken the Earthquakes for Pex. Not that Pex is ever going to die to an Earthquake anyway, but it's just a really... It's the fattest of fat waters, dude. Regenerator on it's disgusting. Can set up T-Spikes for Bulu and Necrozma, which is just going to be hella disgusting to play. So, not looking forward to it, but I can understand why he did it. I'm just not a fan. I don't wanna. But it makes sense. It's a good, fit on the team, but it's why?
Look, I've never been one to abuse admin privilege, but all I'm saying is he's not coming back next season.
You say that now. Wait till his next pick.
I'm just kidding. Then we got Grimby Yampers taking Vaporeon. Garchomp Melmetal Vaporeon, JB. Looky there.
Got himself a nice little ice resist for Garchomp, or another one. And a fucking great Wish Passer for him as well, so I like it a lot, man. Stall button.
Yeah, both of those Pokemon I think definitely appreciate a Wish. Wish flip turn into those two Pokemon looks so good, man. Looks really, really good. So, now we got the Townsville Tyrannotars taking Crocodile. This man is just taking threats, Just taking threats the whole time. D-Knight, Volcanion, Crocodile. Just run more choice items, Right. I really do like Crook, though. Gives him Stealth Rocks, also gives him the electric immunity for Volcanion, obviously. And then, like I said, man, just Banded, just destroy stuff. Scarf Crook is one of the scariest things for your opponent to have in the back. I've never been more scared of a Pokemon than a Scarf Crook in the back, dude. That boy's got Moxie. Yeah. You're not going to have a good time.
I will say I am very proud of the Showdown player drafting offense. I appreciate it.
One of us. Now we got Fishy Boy going to Dorian. JB, tell us about Mr. Rend himself.
Well, it gets this move called Fish's Rend, and everything dies. So, listen. Shay and I are both, I guess you could, avid, fish connoisseur. I don't know, dude.
Fishermen.
We're both fans of the fish. Yeah, both fishermen. So people will tell you this thing is bad because, just bring water absorb. If you lose to Dracovish, you're brain dead. fuck you. Dracovish is stupidly good, and if you don't have Water Absorb, you're losing a Pokemon to it every time it comes in. So
Pretty much.
it's one of the hardest hitting Pokemon in the game. It is, only one button, but it's one of the best buttons.
Saves you a lot of time on the
fucking
old timer when there's only one button to click, And can we talk about that this is a round 3 fish? Last season...
It's a round 3 fish.
Last season, it was a big deal that I got fish round 2. Now, it's gone beyond that, and it has gone round 3. So, season 3 of the UPA, round 4 fish is going to happen. You're hearing it here first.
Everyone's bad if that happens, including me.
Next, we got Seth taking Gyarados to go with his Latian Ferrothorn. Ooh.
Gyarados is a Pokemon I just really want to try, but never draft because it doesn't fit on teams. But it looks really fun. Good pairing with Latios. I like it offensively. They break for each other decently well. Gets a lot of fun moves. It doesn't unfortunately get flying stat, but
I think it's bounce.
Water, Earthquake, Power Whip, this gen. And that counts, I guess. We have Z moves in this game.
We got
Gyarados
Power Herbs.
True. We got Power Herbs. Yeah, Gyarados looks like a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see how Seth uses. I know he's a really creative player, so should be really cool to see him put his work with Gyarados.
Definitely looking forward to seeing him use this. Team's looking stacked so far. Then we got Telepup himself, Arcanine going with Slowbro Landorus T. Take more pivots, dude. Take them all. This is a nice freeze dry / ice resist for the team. Like I said, just pivoting around, being able to spread Woodlows and Toxics. Also,
did I fuck it up again?
No.
Oh, sweet, thank God.
No, yes, you did actually. No, you know what?
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Fuck! Did you take? Wait, no. Did you take him? Did you take his slides from the full draft thing?
I might have.
Okay, yeah, because in his own folder they're fixed. I told you that. That is my fault. So it's my fault twice. So my bad.
Okay, cool. But yeah, Houston Haxorus taking it, and it looks great with their team.
Yeah.
Doesn't really stack any weaknesses on anything, so you love to see it. I'm here for it, dude. It's a good pupper.
Yep, really solid.
Now back to you with the Old English Ice Cube taking Togekiss.
See, now this one, I'm gonna be honest, this one doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because he just took Feeny. So, I guess it kind of makes sense because he wants an Earthquake switcher for Heatran, but there's a million other birds on the board, so I don't know, man. Togekiss is a good Pokemon, obviously. Can Nasty Plot, can flinch, all of the things, and it's just really thick, but he just took Feeny. They're both kind of bulky offensive fairies, so a bird.
Yeah,
it can do stuff.
Why even be a fairy though? Why ever click a fairy move when you can just flinch them down?
True.
Speaking of fairy moves, we got Primarina going for Gallade, taking Jirachi Hippo and Primarina the first 3 rounds. Looking like a solid team. Definitely looking like a very him team. I like it a lot. Hopefully I don't play him this season because this already looks fucking gross. Still no Sans Abuser, but I love me some Primarina, dude. With Flip Turn, that shit clean.
That's the exact kind of Pokemon you don't want Gallade to have.
Straight up, yeah. Something that pivots but also sets up. And you're like, oh god, what's it gonna do?
And it just kills your entire team.
Right.
Effects.
But yeah, Calm Mind Draining Kiss is also super annoying nowadays. And yeah, I like it. I mean, I hate it, but I like it. So, round 3 recap going up on the screen. First one to find an error in the chat gets a free internet cookie.
Oh.
And if there's no errors in the chat, JB gets the cookie.
Yeah. Three fish is wild, dude.
That really is wild. I also.
It's a good thing for everyone that Dorian has it.
Yeah, he'll sack it around turn 3. It's fine. We love you, Dorian. Oh god, that's funny. I gotta set up round 4 because apparently these have all gone to shit. But
jeez.
Chat, what's looking like the there's always one that sticks out, What's the pick? Is it good? Is it bad? What's the pick? JB, what are you feeling?
Well, if we're going with bad, then there's a fucking Toxapex on my screen and I don't want to be here anymore. But if we're going with good picks, I mean, we already talked about Fish. Escadrille round 3 is good. Kieran round 3. I mean, honestly, dude, round 3 or Shifa? round 3 or Shifu did. But like a underrated pick, I'd say Vaporeon. It looks so good with Garchomp Elemental, dude. That's disgusting in like the best way.
Straight
Like,
up.
That's just a good team code. I like that pick a lot.
And it's, I just kind of realized that it is funny, you mentioned that the Toxapex round 3 sticking out. I thought Shadow Stitch didn't want to play this season, dude. Why is there a round 3 Toxapex on my screen, dude? I hate it. But
it's okay. He got revenge on me in ICP when he beat me week 1 with Toxapex.
Ew.
It worked out.
So
the universe finds a way.
Here we have round 4. Galeadite taking Noivern. Tell us about Noivern while I fix the hotkeys.
Noivern. It's pretty damn fast. It can pivot, which we already know. We all love the pivots from those parts. Just a really solid dragon type. Not the best, not the worst. Flying type as well. Good speed tier 123, 124, something like that. And like it's the best ability in the game, dude. Frisk is broken. So good in draft league. So very much a good fit, and it's one of the Pokemon that like you just don't want to play like Galeadite to have, because he's gonna find some crazy way to beat you with like a fucking, I don't know, throat spray defensive Noivern with fucking pedal dance or something. I don't know. First move I thought of. Leave me alone.
Mascot pick. Yeah, he's definitely used it well. Now, the first 3 rounds, I feel like we gotta take on our time. It's been a little over an hour in the first 3 rounds. What do you say we fucking just expedite this shit? We try to knock out each pick in like 30 seconds or so, Yep. And mine might take a little bit longer because I'm gonna have to be doing the fucking shit at the recaps, but oh well. We got Celebi for the Old English Ice Cube going with that Heatran, Feeny, Togekiss. It's another, it's their first, well, I guess Togekiss gets Baton Pass, but Grass type looks pretty nice. Psychic type on this team looks pretty nice. Pokemon that isn't a fairy also looking pretty solid. Is an Earthquake switch in for Heatran. Gives them another rocker, so they can run Heatran offensively if they want to. It's Celebi, dude. I don't care for this Pokemon personally, but I like what it offers as a Pokemon. I just don't like being times for a week to U-turn.
I agree.
Next we have once again Houston Haxorus taking Weavile.
One of the better offensive dark types in the game. Fantastic dual stab with ice, can Esco Crash, triple axle's dumb. It's something that I've seen a few people run recently, but if you can get a Sword Dance off with Weavile, it kind of just wins a game, dude. So very offensive, very fast, very good button clicky boy.
Yeah, straight up, great Pokemon. Next we have the real Kentucky Keldeo taking Nihilego. This is one of those Pokemon I think I've told myself 3 times now, like I'm gonna take it because T-Spikes are great, and then also just having a rock type Pokemon that doesn't have to use Rock Slide or Stone Edge is always just so viable to me. I always wanted to use one, but RIP Minior. So looking at his team, he's definitely drafting some fun stuff. I really do like I like Nihilego as a Pokemon. T-Spikes plus Ferrothorn looks fantastic for him. Disgusting to play against, but looks fantastic for him. You love to see it,
Meteor Beam.
Meteor Beam. Now we have Dorian taking Gigalith. So immediately he got Vish, and now he's got Sand. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully it is Dorian, so he'll run sturdy most weeks, so forget to change his ability. So we won't have to worry about it too much, but it still is annoying. Jokes aside, very thick Pokemon, sets up Sand for Fish. It's like probably the most reliable Stealth Rocket in the game if it doesn't get taunted, because it's just gonna get rock stuff, dude. Can boom, can get Fish in for free, so yeah, it works.
Yeah. Hey, dying is momentum, Next we have Townsville Tyrannotars taking Magnezone, and I feel like they might have watched a Dr. Slacking video recently, you know what I mean? So, Dragonite, Volcanion, Crocodile, Magnezone, again, just another banger of a Pokemon, another wall breaker that's just can potentially just click a button and ruin your whole day. Usually, Magnezone is one of those Pokemon that you usually end up trading 1-for-1 versus it just because it's so thick and it hits so hard. It's usually hard, unless you got, like ground spam or something, but I like it on his team, keeps momentum up to get one of his other fucking 3 threats in, but he really does just have a team that he could run all choice items every week and be just fine.
Right. Dude said, fuck your Steel types, I want Dragonite to get all the kills, so I'm just going to take everything that kills Steel types.
Right. Then we got Green Bay Emperors taking Rotom Heat.
We already talked about Rotom Wash a little bit. Like, it's a Rotom, dude. 1A, 1B in terms of which one's better, but this one is item locked with the old boots. But, dude, fantastic defensive typing, good offensive typing, can actually fly. It's Rotom. What else do we need to say about Rotom? great fit on the team as well. Like,
Yeah.
This is fantastic first 4 picks.
Definitely goes well together. And the chat is saying hot take, Strong Jaw is better than Sandrush, and then people are agreeing. And I get that. Strong Jaw means Button does more damage. I get that. But I think it's super matchup dependent. I don't think overall one is just better than the other. I think one is definitely better than the other each matchup. And now, God damn it.
And Sandrush is the same fucking thing. Fair. Oh, yeah. Told you.
God, just... Oh, man. Just... Oh... Necrozma, Bulu, Toxapex, Chansey, fucking Goki, dude, just ruined my whole day. First, there's, issues with the stream. JB's internet's having trouble, and now I gotta look at this Chansey on my screen, dude. Are you kidding me? I hate it here.
Toxapex?
With a Toxapex. Wish Pass into his other 3 Pokemon is gonna be so fucking annoying for everybody else.
And the passive recovery from terrain.
And the passive recovery from... So, this is one of those, when you play Goki, there's going to be so many after effects each turn that it's going to take a full minute each turn,
Thank God we have Landstimer. First time anyone's ever said that this gen.
Yeah, for real. But it's a Chansey. If they're going for a more defensive team, they are succeeding. Next we got Buzzwole for the Hellblaze Volcaronos. Tell us about it.
He got himself a really good fighting type to help break for Spectre. Gives him another ground resist. Not that he's weak to ground at all, but very thick. Great button clicker, can bulk up, one of the better bulk up users. Not really, but it's pretty good. It just has really shitty spit F, but it's a great move pull. Really fun Pokemon. I've used it a couple times, and it's just solid. Really good all around. Dude. I like Mr. Buzzwole.
I think it's a really... I don't think I'd ever draft it, but I like the fact that it's a defensive wall and then also a sweeper. Like, that's so cool.
You would like it. It's a lot of fun.
Then we got the new... But it didn't get momentum, so I don't think I like it very much. But
okay, yeah, that's right.
Next, we got the New Orleans Noivern taking Metagross to pair with Tracheon, Hydreigon, and Torn. Again, dude, this is just another solid button for them to click. Their team is just straight up, bulky offense, but without even really having bulk. Chat saying chug a White Claw for the Chansey. And I don't know, maybe I'll shotgun one at the end, dude. But trust me, you're going to want me to make it through these next picks speedy, because we're on fucking round 3. Hey, look, speaking of speed, it's my pick, and we have speed control with Vikavolt to pair with my team that really appreciates webs. So, I've been really fond of Vikavolt lately. It's so bulky. It lives a hit. Shout out to Matt Shay for kind of leading the charge here on Vikavolt supremacy with webs. I used to be more of an Araquanid kind of guy, but not now, So, having Urshifu... Yeah, having Urshifu Kartana as just... Yes, round 4. But having Urshifu Kartana as physical attackers and Vikavolt Lele as special attackers, it's just so hard-hitting. Like, immediately, just so much base power coming out. Like, if I run beat up on another Pokemon, it's going to do great. You know what I mean? But I think it's a little early for Vikavolt, but I'm taking it. Then we got Belgian Red Dragapults taking Moltres. Ooh.
I love it when it's Slowking. Like, homie's literally drafting OU, but that's not a bad thing. He also has 69 points remaining, so can we get a nice in the chat for that?
Nice.
Pretty funny. But yeah, Moltres is great this gen. Of course, gotta mention Boots again, but great defensive typing, great defensive pivot, but still got pretty good offensive typing. And it's like you don't invest in it, but flamethrowers and hurricanes and air slashes are still gonna be.
Yeah, straight up. You love it. Plus, I feel like Moltres gets the flame body more than any other Pokemon I've ever seen.
Yeah, sure.
Now Aquarius taking Crobat, getting that nice top tier speed tier with 130. Not all that stuff going faster than that. To pair with Rotom Watch is more momentum. Let's end the Aegislash and the Como-O. I fuck with Crobat again. Boots. And as an adult, I think you have to run Nasty Plot Bat at least once. And I think that's fair to request it at least one time. I think it's Hurricane now too, which is kind of ridiculous. It's a bat. How the fuck is that gonna make it? I don't know. Never mind. But yeet.
I mean, did you live through 2020? Bats can fuck some stuff up.
Bats have ruined a lot of our lives. That's fair. Then we got Gray taking T-Tar, the mascot pick. Kind of.
T-Tar looks fantastic on this team. Obviously, he has extra drill for Sand, gives him a really good dark type. And remember that Gen 6 OU thing? Yeah, he's literally just drafting Gen 6 OU. But it looks fantastic. T-Tar is great. Rocks can set up in about 7,000 different ways. Every move on this line, and yeah, dude, I like it.
Straight up. Next, we got Lil Zypupper coming in with the Atlanta Braviaries, looking like a solid pick. I recently had a whole lot of fun with a Zygarde on a team, a Zypupper on a team, and it was fucking amazing. Arrows does not have a switch in. Things that do switch into arrows usually are weak to the Skitter Smack that it now gets. So one easy prediction from a banded Mon, and you have just beaten your own check. So that's fun. But with Blacephalon and G-Darm, this thing is just looking like another threat that you're gonna have to, you know, when you play this team, you're gonna have to do a whole lot of scouting and a whole lot of calcing to see how much damage you're taking, because everything can just be specs and banned.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Q taking Seismitoad. Ooh, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Seismitoad, excuse me. Just another really solid fit on this team, typing wise. Gives him just two really solid typing. Gives him a good Stealth Rocker, good Water Absorb Mon, because fuck Dracovish, and Dorian. But in that order. Good Scald Flicker, can knock off, can rocks like I said, and yeah, dude, Seismitoad, very solid defensively. I mean, yeah, I got not much else to say about Toad.
Yeah, Toad's been going earlier
My
and
brain
earlier.
turned off.
It's been going earlier and earlier as the generation's been moving on, so the fact that it's lasted to round 4 is pretty cool. So, Como-O's taking Barraskewda. There's the Rain Sweeper. Now even your Scarfer of your fastest Pokemon isn't even coming close to outspeeding his Rain. It's a great Pokemon, man. I took this round 1 in the league once, and it actually did really well for me. So, I fuck with Barraskewda heavy. On Rain, it's just so fast, man. Banded Liquidation did so much damage with, like, a surprising amount of coverage too. It has something. It's gonna have 4 move slot syndrome just because it's gonna have coverage for your whole team. You know. So.
Super underrated.
For real, it's a good fish. Next we got Gengar for the Hinterland Woodhammers.
It's another really good button clicker, man. This dude's team is disgusting. Gives him another poison type. Not that he really needed it, but just one of the better ghost types in the game. Obviously being Gen 1 gets all of the moves except for I don't think it got Mystical Fire as one of the few Pokemon that didn't. So it still has a quick focus miss, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but great offensive dual stab, good move pool, and yeah, dude, it's a Gengar, man. It's gonna get Curse Body like 68% of the time because
Moltres gets the most flame bodies. Gengar gets the most curse bodies. Then we got
Frostos would like to have a word.
Then we got you taking Bronzong.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it, but I mean, I needed a Steel type, and all of them were gone. So Bronzong was like one of the only decent ones left, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Decent stuff, Fucker. It's like, okay. It's really passive, and I kind of hate it, but it was what was left, so went ahead and got a Steel type all I could.
Hey, whoa, pal.
Be honest.
You said you needed a Steel type and they're all gone, but surely in this regular draft we're doing here, Bisharp would still be there at round 4, right? You could always fall back on that if you need it. Then we got the Lisbon Arcanines taking Suicune.
I'd rather draft Ponyard.
Then we got Suicune going at round 4. Just one of my least favorite Pokemon to play. You can have Choice Spec, Stab, Thunderbolt, and Suicune still doesn't fucking die. It still gets its 6% back. It's going to protect
Wild
the
Charge
next
and
turn.
Terrain.
Yeah, it's just not looking fun, man. Their team is taking a turn for the thick really fast, but I guess it makes sense. You want a nice bulky water when you have a Dragapult. You want just stuff you can mindlessly switch in that doesn't want a Dragapult, hasn't, quite broken yet, so you want to scald it a few times, put it in range. I don't even think Suicune got flip turn or anything, and it didn't really need it, because you're never switching out.
No.
And
Do people run anything other than Kurokun?
I don't think so.
I feel like that's not allowed. I think it's illegal in some states to run other stats on Suicune.
One does not simply draft Suicune and not click protect every other turn, unless you're predicting them to protect you. That's just what it does. 6% of the time, it works every time.
6% of the time, you slowly lose your will to live.
Right. So there is the recap. Chat, let us know what you're feeling. I'm gonna fix the next thing, and JB, tell us what's your thoughts.
Goki's banned for life. Like I'm not okay with this. I feel like, you know how you get that feeling in your stomach where you just like you just know that there's something wrong.
Yeah,
I get that feeling when I look at that team. It's just I'm not okay with it, and I don't want to pretend that I am. It's like why would you do this to me?
I'm just gonna real
We'll introduce
casually
this to
just
everybody.
put the next Pokemon on the screen, and I just want to pause a second. Oh, god damn it! Hold on. Wait, I didn't do the thing correctly. BRB.
Oh no.
BRB.
Do I need to be more dramatic about Chansey getting drafted? Because I
Yes,
can do that.
be so much more dramatic.
Fuck! Why did you have Chansey? God damn it! I hate it. Fuck. What's that? What's that? Oh fuck! I'm trying to make a movie. The movie with I lost the reference. It was gonna be good. I promise. I promise the reference was gonna be good. But
Well,
I
as long as
fucking
it was
lost
gonna
it.
be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to real casually here just put this on the screen. And you guys, just so we're all on the same page, this is round 5, right? Nothing crazy, surely, yet. And on your screen, you will see a fucking... And I'm going to need a webcam for this. And on your screen, you will see a fucking Pikachu! What the fuck is going on, dude? Listen, I'm here for it. If we're doing dumb stuff, I'm on board, you know. And I say dumb is just another way to be silly, but that's a Pikachu, dude.
Look, I got 2 kills in a game with a Pikachu one time on the team I took over. That kind of extreme speed is good. Like, say what you will, that shit's good. So it could do stuff. It could do a thing or two. It's the best Trio counter in the game. Don't at me. That was the thing I killed with it, and I've got a full tackle kill, so like it counts. But I mean, round 5, yeah, maybe not, but Pikachu's it's honestly okay. It's a pretty decent 1-pointer. I can't hate on it, but you know, round 5 is the questionable part.
For 1 point, I guess I get it. You know, I mean, I don't, but I'm gonna say that I do. So I had it in the tier 3 and below league that I won, granted, but it still got about 1/10 of the kills as Thwacky and Zydog had. You know.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about, you know, 2 of the top 10 Pokemon in the game, I mean.
That's fair. But it's, you know, neither of those went round 5. Next, we have Incineroar that you took. So, tell us about it.
I got a Dark type, and it's a decent one, so I should only get 5-0'd by Psychic types now. But, good pivot with Parting Shot and U-Turn for what it's worth. I'm gonna do my best to make the fucking bulk up power trip set work. That's all I want to do in life is just, you know, pull a Kylie and 6-0 someone with that set from turn 1. And if it's Diet Tide, it's even better, but it won't be Diet Tide because he doesn't like us anymore.
I don't think he likes Pokemon anymore.
I don't think he likes anything anymore.
Next we
Except
have
for
Blastoise.
hairbrushes.
Yeah, he does like hairbrushes. Next we have Blastoise going with Gengar, Slowking, Selly, Urshifu. I love Blastoise. It up until this set of leagues I'm in, it was my most drafted mon this gen. Shell Smash made it amazing. Flip Turn made it sick as fuck. Fucking sick. But a pivot on this team looks fantastic. Shell Smash potential looks really annoying to deal with. You're going to want a bulky water for, you know, your various, more on the frail side of sweepers like Gengar and I guess Urshifu on the special defense side. But Blastoise is a great mon, man. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Regieleki from, from Cahoots.
Gotta go fast, dude. So you already got Barraskewda in rain. Now it's like, hey, dude, I got a fucking Regieleki 2 in terrain and in rain. So Thunders with whatever its ability is called, boosted by terrain too. So listen, if you have a ground type, obviously you don't have to worry about it because it's just a bad Pokemon otherwise, dude, of course. But yeah, obviously super fast, good rapid spinner, good screen setter, which is an underrated thing that it can do. But yeah, it can hit really, really hard. Like, this team, obviously it's rain. It's built to fuck up ground type. So if you can get rid of his ground type, like, good luck.
Yeah, I think
really
the word we're looking for here is burr, like Dashing Sceptile said in the chat. Then we got the Dragapults, Q the Costa Rican, taking Drapion to go with his team. He's gonna just having T-Spikes with Rillaboom and Zapdos and Volcarona in the back is so nice. It's gonna be really annoying to prep for. Shoutouts to Boots though, but it's definitely it seems like a Q type of Pokemon. It's got a lot of setup potential and a good defensive typing. So I think he's gonna use it well. And again, I bet he sweeps somebody with it.
I was gonna say I bet he gets a sniper sweep with it.
Right.
I can see that happening.
Now we got Talon taking Araquanid. Ooh.
Hey, you want some webs to go with your Darm and your Belcephalon and your Zygarde? Why not, dude? Also give some Water Absorb for what it's worth. But listen, I still have PTSD from fucking Incog and
Post-traumatic
Spectre
sticky disorder,
Raquinid.
by the way.
Yes, of course. But like Spectre Raquinid is a joke, but like I got 6-0'd by it, so it can happen to anyone. But Araquanid, really solid Pokemon. Fucking water bubble liquidation hits hard as hell, and then webs, leech life. It is a really solid fit.
Straight
Never
up.
earthquake resist too, so yeah.
Then we got Vancouver Titangs taking Thundy Eye. Thundy Eye looks pretty solid on this team. Just Prankster T-Waves being able to slow everything down, so even if you don't want to run Sand, Drill can still fuck shit up, Victini can still fuck shit up, you don't have to run Scarf if you don't want to. I think this is definitely building up to be a gray team, for sure. Like, this is just screaming Jack, and
Yeah.
I think he's going to use it well, man. He's been fucking people up this gen.
This is screaming plus 40 differential, and I'm not okay with it. Also, I'm pretty sure everything on this team except for like really gets Thunderwave, and I'm also not okay with that.
Standard dot gravy, dude. Now we got Aquarius taking Obstagoon.
This is another really solid Pokemon. Hits hard as hell with guts boosted facades and knockoffs and shit. Another good pivot with parting shot. What's it called? What's this move called? Obstructs? I think is the name of it. Yeah. Really annoying move. So yeah, really solid pivot. Hits hard as shit. Good speed tier. Decently bulky as well. Just don't get Mach Punch.
Yep. All you gotta do is not get punched, dude. Now we got Steelix going with the Belgian Red Dragapult. So Bisharp went round 1, and now we're at round 5, and there was a whole ass Steelix on my screen, man. I don't think he cares about fighting types. I think he's like, I got a Slowking and a Moltres. I can just stack these weaknesses up, you know. But there's a, you know, he's building a hell of a team. I don't know what's going on, but it's looking like it's gonna be a hell of a team.
He needed a Steel type that can actually live with Moonblast.
Yeah, fair. Then we got me taking Cinderace. I couldn't believe Cinderace was still here, dude. Cinderace goes round 1 sometimes. And I know it's not Libero, but you see it go round 1 and early round 2 sometimes. So the fact that it's here in round 5, I was like, I can't not take it. I was like, I need a good fire type. And I always end up having to draft a 1 or 2 point fucking quote-unquote defensive fire type. But if Cinderace is there at round 5, I'm not going to not take it, dude. With web support already good to go. Plus, if you want to hazard stack me, I'll just pass them right back over to you. You know, I'll throw that ass in a circle real quick. Now we got...
I was thinking about it and then woke up to you saying you wanted it, so I took the Tiger instead. You're welcome.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. You needed a dark type anyways. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
Now we got New Orleans Noivern taking Nidoqueen, and it just started fucking pouring outside. Jesus. Okay.
Must be nice. But yeah, I like Nidoqueen a lot on this team. Gives him some hazards so that Terrakion and Metagross don't have to worry about running them. He has like 14 ground resist already anyway. Well, he has 2 and then 3 weaknesses. So I mean, hey, who's counting? But like I said, gives him a good T-Spike user. Gives him a really solid ground type as well as a grounded poison. Great move pool. Sheer Force just hits hard as hell. Gonna be slapping a Shucker Berry on it most weeks though, so you can't really take it. But maybe you can get away with Life Orb every once in a while. But yeah, dude, Nidoqueen's fantastic. It fits.
He's got a Levitator and a top tier flying type. It'll be alright. Now we got Hellblaze Volcaronas taking Quagsire. So it kind of like, I feel like every other pick is going with each other. Like, I feel like the Mew and the Spectrier kind of go with each other. Now the Mandibuzz, and well, not every other pick, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Some stuff pairs with other stuff. So like Mandibuzz Quagsire looks super fucking annoying to deal with, and like Buzzwole Spectrier looks super annoying to deal with. So I do vibe with the Quag on this team. I hate it as a Pokemon. I think it makes sense here. I do wish it got Stealth Rocks, and I'm glad it doesn't, though.
Same. Low-key, he's competing with Goki for most disgusting team, but he has a horse, so he like gets the edge.
I will say, Goki is his pick now, right? And he's redeeming himself. I think he realized, I'm pissing off the admins, what can I do to get back into their favor? So he takes Glastrier, which is the ice horse.
He does take a horse. So, I guess he's a lot back.
I guess he can come back, dude. Maybe. We'll see. It was.
Glastrier is low-key really good. It gets a bad rap because it's only an ice type and it's pretty slow, but it hits so fucking hard, dude. 145 attack, dude. That's ridiculous.
I've heard this thing runs VGC too.
Does it?
That's the word on the street.
That's pretty cool, man. I can respect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets a pretty damn good move pool as well. Sword stance, like, it hits so fucking hard. If it can get enough hits off to do damage, that's going to be a different story. Maybe he can pick up some Trick Room a little bit later, but This thing does not fuck around when it comes to, smacking the shit out of a team.
Straight up. Next, we got Azelf going with the Green Bay Yampers. I love Azelf. In my opinion, it is the best suicide lead in the game. Because stuff that wants to switch in, if they think you're going to explode, doesn't switch in on a knockoff. A lot of things don't want to take just a stab psychic anyways. So, like, having rocks and then just booming or getting off a coverage move or getting off a U-turn, it's so good, man. And obviously, you don't have to use it like that. That's just how I do it because I like to play with 5 Pokemon. But Nasty Splat Azelf is a threat too, and I think it fits this team well.
Yeah. This is a fucking fantastic team.
Azelf is 100% a suicide lead, Aquarius. Don't come at me sideways. Speaking of suicide lead, we got Rabombi with the Townsville Tyrannotars. Tell us.
Gives him a nice website. It gives him a really good speed tier, fastest thing on his team now, which is nice. Quiver Dance, super underrated, because everyone just expects you to, fucking set up webs and just take Moonblast a couple times and die. But all of a sudden you click a Quiver Dance and, you're kind of threatening just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Put, a little bit of fear on him. And then Stun Spore's annoying as hell. So, just, decent Pokemon, good web setter, helps the team out, nice team support, good deck.
Yep, straight up. Next, we got Zarude for Dorian coming in, and that's kind of the thing with old Dracovish is, every team is going to have a Vaporeon or a Seismitoad or a Gastron or whatever, so you pair it with a good old-fashioned Zarude, and you click yourself a button. I think a Grass type with momentum is really, really necessary for a Dracovish team, and Dorian knows this because I've said it a million times in call, so he takes Zarude. Jungle Healing is low-key, and I don't even like saying low-key. I kind of feel like a TikToker saying it, but Jungle Healing's pretty cool because you come in on Scalds really and you can get your health back, you get your burn off, and then you're fine,
Yeah.
Then we have the Kentucky Keldeo taking Hitmontop. Ooh.
Gets himself a nice little spinning boy. So good hazard removal there. Also gets Technician, which is super nice. Triple Axe is cool. Gets a lot of priority. Really bulky. Very bulky. And another Pokemon that just fits really well on this team. Gives some nice hazard control. And can click a couple buttons here and there.
Yep, straight up. Now we got Serena for the Houston Haxorus / fake Kentucky Keldeo. Just being able to spin for the Arcanine for the Weavile is really nice. That way you don't have to run boots every week if you don't really want to. I think it's definitely one of the more reliable spinners. I love that it, things that get spin and knockoff are really nice. It has like 120 or 125 base attack, which is why, dude? You're like a fucking plant with sexy legs. What is going on? Why are you hitting so hard? But yeah, man, it's Serena. It's a good mon. It gets U-turn, so I favor it.
Indeed.
Now we got the Old English Ice Cube taking Darm. Regular.
Like another button clicker. This dude just said, I'm going to double up on typings, but they're all going to do stuff. They're going to do kind of the same thing, but they're still going to do stuff. He has another pivot. Darm is just one of those Pokemon that some teams just straight up don't have to switch into. Because, fucking Flare Blitz just hurt. Yeah, you might have a good water type, but it just hurts. Anyway, so I like it. A little bit weird on the team, but hey, who cares if he uses it well?
Yep, straight up. Then we got the Calgary Flamethrowers taking Rotom Mo. So just momentum out the wazoo on this man's team. You love to see it.
Yeah, momentum.
God darn it. It fits the team really well. It keeps things moving. Keeps keeps the momentum up, and I almost didn't want to say it that time just because I hate it, but having Nasty Blot this gen, like we talked about, is really nice, and just being able to do, I think, what the team is already in the process of doing, it kind of works for him, It is a, you would need a grass type regardless, so it's not like it's another stacking ice weakness, but Hippo, Noivern, Rotom, I'm assuming we're going to see a fire type here soon, but yeah. Yep. Now we got the round recap. Okay, dude, we got the round recap. There's a Pikachu on the screen again. There's a fucking Pikachu on my screen right now, dude. What the fuck is going on? I got work to do. I got to reset round 6, and there's a Pikachu on my screen, man. Are you kidding me?
Listen, man, Pikachu's not awful. It's just a little bit overdrafted. Just a tiny bit. And also, I can kind of appreciate him because maybe he picked it just because he wanted to keep the draft moving for the boys. So if that was the case, then even more respect.
If that's why he picked it, then he's my favorite coach now, and I hope he wins. Because there's Dude, you think I love momentum on my teams, dude? I love momentum in a draft more than anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's just...
That is just fucking facts, dude. I cannot disagree with that even a little bit.
Okay, so here we go. Round 6, we have the Calgary Flamethrowers taking Pangoro. JB, I know you know a thing or two about Pangoro.
Dude, okay, I think he picked this up because I don't want to say I fucked him up with it because he ended up beating me, but the first, like, 8 turns of the game, I played against Glade in UPBA, like, Pangoro just stayed in, did, like, 40% to literally every single Pokemon on his team, and he, like, had no switch hits for it, and it's just that kind of Pokemon, like, yeah, it's not the strongest or the fastest thing in the world, but it just will mess an entire team up or just do like 70% to a wall randomly. It hits so fucking hard. Gets a momentum with parting shot, and can click a button here and there with, you know, punchy boy moves, dark moves, maybe a gunk shot, maybe a fucking elemental punch. Who knows?
Nice punchy boy rend. Then we got Tyrantrum going this round, which is kind of insane for the Old English Ice Cube. Like we said, man, they're just about that button clicking game. Tyrantrum, they were like, you know what? We don't have a dragon yet. Let me go ahead and knock one of those out. Now they got the core going. We'll see what the second dragon's going to be at some point, I guess. But another rocker with Celebi and Heatran. We got Sir Jorge, the thumbnail goat, in the chat. Hello, buddy.
Oh my god.
But now we got, yeah, man, that's a whole ass T-Tar on your screen. Next, we have the Houston Haxorus taking Hatterene.
Hey, this is the thing that fucked up the first slide, and this slide is fucked up too.
It's so strong it ruined the slides.
It really did. This thing is actually super, like, fun to use. Like, I don't typically like to use slower, like, more bulky Pokemon like this, but I actually had a ton of fun when I used Hatterene early gen. It gets just a lot of really fun stuff. Like, it's a good trick room setter. Obviously, Magic Bounce is cool. It gets, like, Nuzzle and shit. It gets a lot of really fun moves, and it's like an underrated physical attacker too. It gets, like, knockoff and stuff. Good, like, 90. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So.
Then we got
fun, man.
Fair. We got Seth taking Grimmsnarl. So, you know, having Latios, Gyarados, Nihilego, hell, even Hitmontop behind screens is looking annoying as hell. This is getting to that point in the draft where you kind of start running out of fairies. I feel like about round 3, round 4, if you haven't taken one yet, you don't really get the one that you wanted, I guess. But, so seeing Grimmsnarl go right about now makes sense. It's a great Pokemon, though. I don't think I'd ever draft it, but it looks like a lot of fun to use. Now we got Dorian taking Salazzle, getting that that middling speed tier for Zeraora.
Yep. Gives them a great typing with fire and poison, obviously, and thankfully, I mean, it's kind of like the piece of shit Corviknight thing. Hopefully he doesn't do the sub-toxic thing, but it is Dorian, so he might try to do it at least once. Who knows? He's definitely gonna, but good offensive typing, can hit a lot of things really hard. I know D-Ray likes to call it the fantasy core killer. I still don't know what that means. I do, but, like, I don't. But it just hits a lot of Pokemon hard, and it's really fast and really annoying. Just like Dorian.
Or so his girlfriend would say. Now we got the... That's what I'm saying.
Having an anniversary to be here.
Round 3, Mr. Fish. But yeah, now we got the Townsville Tyrannotars taking Mesprit. And can we take a brief moment just to say that me and JB both thought that Townsville was the town in Fairly Odd Parents, and now listen, I get that's wrong.
It is
because,
definitely that.
Well, that's Dimmadome. That's Dimsdale. Because Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Wait, what is Townsville then?
I don't know.
Oh,
but
Townsville's
it's not that.
Fucking Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls. Okay, I knew. Okay, that makes sense. It was one of them. But
yeah.
Dorian said I got here to hear poop talk. Oh, dude. I just laughed so hard my earphone fell out. That's fucking hilarious. And I can't even get it in my ear. But yeah. Sorry, we're trying to do 30 seconds here, and I'm fucking laughing up a storm.
To Mars?
But yeah, now we got Townsville Tyrannotars and Mesprit. Gives them rocks so they don't have to run it on Crocodile. Momentum plus rocks plus just basically being Mew, but like 7 points cheaper. So, you know, things and stuff.
I like it.
Now we got Comfy for the Green Bay Yampers. Ew.
I hate playing Comfy, dude. And on this team, it's just even worse because this team, like, low-key, this is probably the best team top to bottom so far. Like, it has everything, and it's just annoying as hell, dude. Like, Comfy can just win a game with Calm Mind Triage. Like, it just can't. Like, if you can't break Comfy, you're going to lose the
Yeah, straight up.
So, yeah, it's gross.
Razor says his town's so shit he'd rather be referred to as the one in Powerpuff Girls.
Hey, don't diss Powerpuff Girls. They got a live action show. It's gonna be totally not awful.
Oh god. Now Goki coming back, trying to redeem himself once again. He took a Pokemon that is bulky, but it does look a little offensive because it's got spikes and stealth rocks and whatnot, and rapid spin. He took March Simpson, Colossal itself, and he did need a fire type.
Steam Engine.
Yeah. So he did need a fire type. He also kind of needed a switch into fire type moves, so I think it gets flash fire. That'll be helpful for Glastrier and Chapupulu.
Sorry, did you see the Toxapex?
Yeah, but you don't want your Toxapex to be taking any chip, dude. You need that healthy because that's your win con.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's you know, it's Torkoal, dude. I don't like how it looks like it has pecs right there too. I don't really like that at all. But now we got now Hellblaze Volcarona's taking Mints. Ooh.
Alright, so give me a little bit more office to go with whatever that is above it and the structure. But Mints is a really solid Pokemon that I can never use well, but I'm excited to see someone who's good at the game use it. Boots, of course, make this thing just that much more potent. It can be a really solid defensive pivot with stuff like defog if it wants to, but it can also just set up and win a game. So, yeah, excited to see Mints do Mints stuff that Mints just does. Words.
Yeah, and Hayes is right in the chat. That's round 6 Mints. That's nasty as fuck. Also, we got our second White Claw going, so fucking...
Oh, shit.
This one's strawberry. It's new. I'm excited to taste it. New Orleans Noivern's taking Jellicent to go with Nidoqueen, Metagross, Terrakion, Hydreigon, and Tornadus. This one, I feel like their whole team has been bulky offense and not really needing... It's been more offense than bulk. Now we got some more bulk than the offense, although Jellicent doesn't necessarily, like, hit... It doesn't, like, not hit hard. It does what it needs to do. You know, Willow Hex is... You can't ever fuck around with that. But I think it fits his team nicely. He did.
Dude, speaking of Jorge, he fucked me up with the Scarf Water Spout not too long ago. So, that could be a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I vibe with Jellicent, you know? Then we got... Ooh, it's me again! Golly gee willikers. With Dragalge. I was about to say I love Dragalge, and then I was like, I picked it. Wow. Shocker. I think it's cool as just a fat pivot. I like it on my team because I didn't have T-Spikes yet. I didn't really have a good Spadef wall. In fact, you could say I had the opposite of a Spadef wall. I had a Spadef window with fucking Kartana, dude. I had the opposite of a Spadef wall, you know. Plus, Urshifu's got a little weak on the Spadef side too. So just being able to have that to pivot around to drop fucking adaptability Dracos and Sledge Waves, you know, I feel like it makes sense. I spent a lot of my points already, and from now on, you're gonna start seeing a little more. I'm gonna tone it down a notch. You know, my inner Jew starts coming out for the rest of it.
Oh god, Yosto Ventana.
Now we got Tangela for the Belgian Red Dragapult.
I kind of feel like, I mean, I'll talk about Tangela, but I don't know much about it. I mean, dude got some nice booties on him, but it's fat. Does, you know, have to run the EVLA to be fat, but it's pretty solid. Can knock off, can leech seed some stuff. If he's really, he runs Chlorophyll 1 week with like Moltres or something. I don't know, dude. But it gives him another ground resist, I guess, for Bishop to do stuff, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's you know, it's Tangela. Tangela is one of, if not the only Pokemon that's had boots since before this gen, you know. So shout out Tangela. Sure. Now we have, and Tangela is my mascot, and I love it forever. But we have the best NFE, the best Violet user in my opinion. We got Piloswine. This is the Pokemon that will get up rocks for you no matter what, dude. This Pokemon does not care. I even saw one of my best fucking buddies run this versus a rain team with Pasho Berry, and it killed their Kingjo with Freeze Dry. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how that was even possible, but Piloswine will come through for you, man. So Aquarius got Pilo, and you love to see it.
Indeed.
Now we got KELDEO, and I will say bye-bye, little Sebastian.
Jack was the guy this draft that said fuck points, I'm drafting threats. And like, tell me this isn't just a straight up OU team from a couple gens ago that people like, you can go the ladder right now and probably get the 1400 with this team. Like, it's just a good, like, it's just good. KELDEO gets flip turn down, which is super fucking nice. Can, you know, still just rock a Spectre, Scarf, and click some buttons. So yeah, pretty solid.
Yep, makes sense. Good button clicker. Now we got the inferior Galarian Bro, or Slow rather. We got Galarian Slow Bro, you know, with Talon taking it. I fuck with Slow Bro. Honestly, I like it. It's kind of cool. All of a sudden, it has like a physical attack stat. So like anyone that's drafted Slowbro has probably noticed it's got a really good move pool, and some of those moves are physical, and you're like, why would it even, now it makes sense, you know, they've been planning this shit for 8 generations, and, you know, it makes sense about this point in the draft. Then we got Q taking Gardevoir.
Gardevoir is one of those, you know, mid-round fairies that if you don't get the one you want, like round 2 or round 3, you gotta jump on Gardevoir as soon as you can. It's just really solid. Gets a lot of great moves, great offensive and defensive typing. You know, good support mon, good offensive mon. It's just one of the more solid fairies you'll find mid-tier or mid-rounds.
Definitely.
And mid-tier, I guess.
Now we got Cahoots taking Como-O. He was like, "Yo,
that's a Flygon."
What? Oh, well, he's the Como-Os, but he's taking Flygon. You're right. You know, he was like, let me take a nice Levitate Mon. I got a Coco and a Regieleki on my team. Let me go ahead and get a nice Levitate Mon that isn't ×4 weak to the electricity that is boosted by the terrain I set, you know. So it makes sense that Flygon would come through. I believe... Does it get Hurricane? I feel like it doesn't, but it'd be cool if it did.
It might.
It might. I don't know. But it's another pivot for him.
That's not Flygon.
So that's nice. But even if it doesn't, fuck it. I like Flygon. It's a good mid-tier dragon. And we got the Hinterland Woodhammers taking Talonflame.
It does not get Hurricane, unfortunately.
Talonflame
is a ton of fun to use. I had it in BBR the last time I had a semi-decent season in a draft league, it feels like. But really good move pool. Really good speed tier as well. Like, utility Talonflame is super underrated with fucking taunt and shit. Willow. And yeah, it's just pretty damn solid. Dual Wing beats cool. Obviously, priority Greybirds are annoying as hell. But yeah, good, fun typing, and just all around decent Pokemon. Don't hate it here. Gives them a good speed tier. I like it.
You know, Talonflame isn't that scary. Like, priority Dual Wing Beat isn't that scary if you just dodge it.
It's true.
Now we got your pick with Roserade. I fucking love Roserade.
Roserade's cool. Wanted some spikes. Went ahead and got me some spikes, which are gonna hopefully help out with Zygarde. T-spikes as well, obviously. And it's just another Pokemon that can just click a button here and there. You know, maybe slap a Life Orb or a Specs on it, click some old Grass Dracos, and do a lot of damage. Decent Fairy Killer as well. Spikes for Zygarde.
R.I.P. Hidden Power Fire. Now we get the Lisbon Arcanines. Last pick of the round. Yeah, last pick of the round. Taking Mamoswine. Mamoswine in round 6. Can we talk about
after Pikachu?
Yeah, I was about to say the only thing more surprising than Mamoswine round 6 is Pikachu round 5. Like, even if it didn't make sense on your team, it would. I feel like it would still be more threatening to have Mamoswine round 5 than Pikachu. But
this is true.
You know, it
also went after Piloswine, which is funny.
It did. Wow, what the fuck is going on? We are all kinds of sideways in this draft right now.
I love it.
It's a good fit for the team though. I think. He needed a ground type because Pikachu, while having Lightning Rod, I think might still die to an attack if it takes it. But yeah, with a Suicune, you're definitely going to want to have a decent ground type. And then just the sheer offensive pressure is ridiculous. Yes, Jorge, round 5 Pikachu. You should have came last round, buddy. It was some shit, let me tell you.
It was a time. Like, honestly, he could just, like, draft nothing but, you know, Pikachus for the rest of the draft. And with between Dragon Ball and Mamo, he has all the offense he'll ever need to beat every team. Like,
yeah, no kidding.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
4 of the best stabs on 2 Pokemon, man. That's crazy.
So now we will require round 7. I'll get those going real quick.
Geez.
Guys, what are you in the chat? What are you feeling in the old Oh, I think Galadite found an error. He gets the
No.
Oops. Okay, and I did it too far. So oh well. But
what the fuck up?
He saw it. There was 2 Gardevoirs in the thing. But
where?
Next round.
Oh shit!
Next round we have the Arcanines taking Umbreon. JB, you love bulky Pokemon. Tell us about Umbreon.
They're my favorites, Sheldon. Let me tell you. But yeah, Umbreon gives him a nice, solid defensive Pokemon to help, with this just really lacking bulk when it comes to, Weezing, Suicune. Those things just aren't bulky at all. He needs them. But good Wish Passer, good cleric for the team, psychic immunity, which is nice, so you don't have to lose the cross moves with chances on it. So that game is going to be disgusting. But yeah, dude, solid fit on the team, and maybe you can foul play something.
Maybe. Now we got you taking fucking Mineshow. You're the Cinderaces. Keep talking.
Oh, talking's one of my least favorite things to do. But I wanted just a fast button clicker and fucking reckless high jump kick, dude. Why not? Decent pivot as well, with like turn regenerator, can click some knockoffs, can just click a lot of buttons. I've seen a man lead a Wi-Fi league and kills with this thing this gen, so I'm like, might as well try it.
He did.
Just like just a fast pivot, might as well. Good button clicker, looks fun. I want to use it, so I do.
At Jason at Tight. Next, we have
was
Woodhammers taking Klefki, which this team definitely makes sense to have spike support. Like, fucking Shell Smash Blastoise, Celesteela, Urshifu Single Strike with spike support looks so annoying. T-Wave support with all those aforementioned things also makes sense. Like, it's just such an annoying Pokemon. They also didn't have a fairy, and I don't really think Klefki counts as a fairy, but if we're just checking boxes for the sake of checking boxes, it's a fairy, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we got round 7 Vileplume.
Hey, things are weird here, and we love it. But Vileplume's cool. Gives him a grounded poison that he didn't have. And I guess it kind of works on rain, sort of. I'm not really sure what it does for a rain team, but it's just decently good, bulky grass type with, a lot of fun moves and just pretty damn sick, dude. I don't hate it.
I've been stalled out by one of these many a time, and almost stalled out by them several times now. Fucking at Q, the Costa Rican. And, Strength Sap is so bad.
I hate it.
But now we got, speaking of Q, we have him taking Frostlass. I think he's used this a couple times. If not, I know he's helped people that have been using it prep with it.
He has, for sure.
Yeah. So, Frostlass got really good this gen. I always thought it was just kind of mediocre, kind of more of a just like get up a spike and die kind of Pokemon. But now that it gets Poltergeist as well as what else did it get?
Triple Axle.
Triple Axle, yeah. Poltergeist and Triple Axle. It is such a threat, man. And it only has like 80 or 90 attack, but those moves just hit so hard that it doesn't even care, dude. It's kind of like more Pico, how base like 95 attack stat still hits like a truck when you click Aura Wheel because it's so strong, But, I like Frostlass. Now we got
It's going to get Curse Body literally 100% of the time, so.
It works, 100% of the time. It works every time. Now we got Talon taking Registeel. Ew.
Good.
I was just going to say ew. It's on you, Playboy.
Oh, yeah, it is pretty gross. Very fat still time. I don't know, dude. I'm just... Great Rock Setter, good body press. I'm pretty sure it gets body press. If it doesn't, then it does. Fuck me, I guess. Okay, cool. But, really solid still time. Doesn't get a whole lot of, like, coverage or anything, but very thick. I'm not really going to die to anything, and, just very solid still type, and Thunder Wave support for Darm and Zygarde. Ew. Can you get webs up?
It's just, it always goes. I don't think I've ever seen Registeel go undrafted, because you get to these points to where you need a steel type, and it's always there,
Still on Rest Talk.
Speaking of things that I think usually go undrafted, we got Gray taking Obama Snow. This man was like, fuck it. I don't need only sand. I'm taking hail too, because YOLO, or whatever the kids say nowadays. I don't really know what it does on this team, and I don't like the way you're laughing at that, frankly. I don't know if it's just because you're pumping the nickel and out a little bit, or if it's just the blatant disrespect. I don't know, but I didn't care for that.
I laughed at the YOLO thing.
Okay.
It just time traveled me.
Now we got, it's like, I don't really know. Does it get Veil? Does Obama still get Veil? It must get Veil. Okay, that's probably why I drafted it then, because, like, Thundy plus Drill plus Clefable Victini under Veil looks super fucking annoying, but...
I always wanted to try Obama Snow, but I'm too much of a pussy.
He wants to control the weather. He's like Elon Musk. Now we
Captain Planet.
Now we got Aquarius taking Espeon.
Pumpernickel, take it.
Oh, it's like, I like how he knows when he's pumpernickeling. Espeon's cool. I think it's 110 base speed if I'm not mistaken, and it gets magic bounce. So you could having it on your team means that hazards are less likely to be clicked versus you. Really kind of strong too. Like, I think a lot of people draft it for its ability, but I'm sure Aquarius has more plans than this. Y'all all know they're a good player, so I don't really want to play this team. And like I said, they have the Como O for the Shadow Balls, so if you wanted to be like, oh, well, I can exploit this team because they have Aegis/Espeon, now you just... Shadow Ball isn't really a button you can click. And Obstagoon's also there, but hey, that's not the one we're talking about this time. Next, we have the Belgian Red Dragapults taking Galarian Zapdos. I don't know if JB's back, so I'm going to just keep talking, dude. It's like when I was talking about fucking buckets in the beginning. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. We also got the Action Sprite here. G-Zapdos and Tangle on the same team.
What?
What? Oh, you're back. Cool. Take G-Zapdos.
Am I? Am I back?
Yeah, you sound fine. Never mind. So,
okay. Zapdos clicks buttons and it does it really fucking well. Good offensive. Okay, yeah.
He nailed it though. It clicks buttons. It's a great choice one, and it does all the things. You know. Yeah, it's in a. It doesn't get Roost, but the sprite that he used for it looks like it's in the process of using Roost. So that's just unfortunate. Now it's my turn, and I took Porygon too. So I love, bulky Pokemon. It's like my favorite thing, and I figured if I have to run a bulky Pokemon, then I want one with Teleport, so I'll never have 4 Moveslot Syndrome, because I'm never going to click Recover. I'm just going to use it as a pivot, take a couple hits, and then I'll just sack it to get in my offensive threats, So, Porygon 2, it's just a fat little duck, and with a Lele Kartana team, I figured having another fighting weakness wouldn't be horrible. Like, Kartana's not really weak to fighting, it's just weak to special attacks in general, so... We'll slap some Spadef in this bitch. It'll help with Dragalge a little bit, and it'll wall a thing or two. Now we got Aromatisse for the New Orleans Noivern. JB, are you existent?
Hello? I spelled Aromatisse wrong. God damn it.
You did spell it wrong. It says Aromatisse. Aromatisse.
Aromatisse. I think I'm good, by the way. I have 3 bars on Discord again. That hopefully means I'm good. But this thing fucking fat. It can't really be taunted. I think it gets the can't be taunted ability. Could be wrong. But it can, Trick Room Nasty Plot's a thing it can do. It's a decent cleric as well. And it's one of the other good low tier fairies. So kind of gotta take a low tier fairy when you get a low tier fairy,
Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do, So next, I hate Aromatisse with a passion, but we have Double, and Double going this early is kind of fucking insane too. What is going on, fellers? So
I'm not sure.
And you know what? I wouldn't want to be the admin of a league where shit wasn't going a little bit sideways. If there wasn't some stuff going on, if this was just super try hard league, I wouldn't want to be a part of it. But this is why we're here. We got Double right after Salamence. Nothing screams I just picked Salamence like I'm taking Double now, dude. So Double's cool though, honestly. It's got really, really high defense and fluffy as well. So you just click body press and iron defense and you click the whole thing. Aquarius says they never understood the Double hype. I don't remember there being any hype behind Double. I just remember
God body press is good. Don't at me.
I just know it's the Route 1 Pokemon of this game, So they're just like we gotta have a cute-ish animal that we can animate and put in the game. Then we have Goki taking Scrafty. Tell us about Scrafty.
Yeah, so I guess it's not as disgusting as Chansey Pex, but it's still pretty gross. It's more defensive fighting type, or I guess a bulkier fighting type is still offensive. Can set up with Bulk Up and Dragon Dance. It's a really good user of Rest with Shed Skin, so that's pretty nice. And just a good typing, Fighting Dark, good dual stabs. And can knock off. It's alright, pretty bulky, good Pokemon. Yeah.
That's that boy, young 5-skin. Next up, we have Galarian Moltres with the Green Bay Yampers. I love me some G Moltres, man. I've never got to use it, but I've helped a bunch of people prep that have it, and it just seems to do so much work. I lost to it in BBR because I clicked a move that would put it at like 55%. I got a crit, it got the boost, and it swept me, and I fucking hate it here.
I had the same thing almost happen.
It's not fun, man. Berserk is ridiculous. I miss when it was only Drampa that had it, but And this is once again, this is at one of those points where dark types are looking few and far between. So you don't want to lose to psychics. You click your nice Dream Ultras and you click Fiery Wrath and you win the game. You know.
I'm pretty sure that happens after round 2, by the way.
Galeite knows exactly what I'm talking about. Next we have Garbodor with the Townsville Tyrannotars. I know you know a thing or two about Garbodor.
It's a pretty damn good low-tier spike setter, getting both T-spikes and regular spikes. Can click a gunk shot or two. It's honestly kind of just a spikes button. It can boom if it needs to. But
it gets Fire Punch too, right? So like it has something to hit steals.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but it might. Who the hell knows? I know it gets Stomping Tantrum, but yeah, it's a spike setter. It's a hazard setter. That's what it's here for, and it's gonna do it well. So can't really complain about that.
Fair enough.
Does not get Fire Punch.
Damn it. Now we got the Los Angeles Aegislash, our boy Dorian. Just the sheer prankster annoyingness fucked up my words there, but he's taking Whimsicott, and Whimsicott, I think, is pretty helpful on a team with stuff like Dracovish and Zeraora. Just being able to have that prankster priority Stun Spore is looking really nice. Encore, Tailwind, U-Turn, Leech Seed. If Dorian runs Subseed, I'm no longer his friend, so don't. Same. But it's a good Pokemon.
We'll be looking for a new admin. We'll send out applications. It'll be a whole thing.
A friend of mine says that this is the best Pokemon in Draft League, and while I don't necessarily agree with that, I want it on my team every time, because then I can just click Tailwind and Memento, and then I never have to play it, and I never have to deal with the stress of seeing that on my matchup screen. Now we got Licky Licky for the Kentucky KELDEO.
Shout out to the little Licky. One of the more annoying, more thick normal types you'll find. Great fucking Wish Passer with its massive HP stat. And it's an evolution of a Gen 1 normal type. I'll just go ahead and give that caveat, but it gets freaking everything, dude, in terms of coverage. Like, I can't tell you how many times in Gen 7 I lost to a cursed Licky Licky. Hopefully that doesn't happen here in Gen 8, but hey, you never know. But yeah, it gets like everything, great Wish Passer, and yeah, it's just a really solid normal type.
Licky Licky gets so much coverage, it even has Wi-Fi. Next up, we have the Houston Haxorus with Raichu, and it's a Raichu, dude. Congratulations. You know, it's you can definitely tell that they're kind of starting to run out of points because they got Lando, Slowbro, Arcanine, Weavile, Serena. So Raichu, just as far as like fast electric types, you're probably not going to find one much cheaper because someone already took Pikachu. You know. Again, I lost my.
For what it's worth, it's one of the better cheap ones.
No,
it's like
sure.
Raichu, but slower, but has actual coverage.
Yeah, Raichu gets Surf and Grass Knot, so that makes it one of the more respectable lower tier ones. But I fucks with the Raichu, and you can definitely tell they were like, there's nothing else left, I want this now. Now we got the Old English Ice Cube taking Tentacruel.
It's fast, good rapid spinner, good T-spike setter, decent bulky water. Doubled up on another typing, so there you go. He's really out here just trying to get all of the types, but like not really. Just wants some of them. So I guess that's what I should have said. Yeah, one of the better spinners. It's actually a really fun Pokemon. I've used it a couple times this gen, and it's one of those things that can just come to a game and just put in work in whatever role it needs to do. It's good.
Yeah,
I like me some Tentacruel.
It's definitely one that can come every week and still do something, whether it be just spinning rocks and, you know, getting a Scald off or whatever, but it's a good Pokemon. Now, hey, there's the White Claw. Now, we got the Calgary Flamethrowers taking Scolipede. Scolipede this late is pretty crazy. Excuse me. I feel like Scolipede's one of those Pokemon you either see go in the first 3 or 4 rounds, or it just won't get fucking drafted until someone realizes, hey, there is a Scolipede still there, like Galeite probably did and took it, and on his team it looks scary. It's one of those Pokemon, and our good pal Mid Pokemaster always takes Scolipede, and he always beats the shit out of me with it, man. I hate it here. So
same,
the fact
dude.
that Galeite has it
fucking
now,
annoying,
right? Now I'm scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Scolipede, dude. Speed boosting tins is looking good. Razor says,
we stop letting Galeite get good Pokemon.
Right? Can you quit it? Razor says, I know I'm so late. Garbodor is only a spike setter. Haha, sure. I don't even have a train of thought to say anything about that because that was 20 fucking minutes ago. What do you did like the time zone difference happen there? Jesus Christ. Now we have the recap, and I'll get on the
I'll believe it when I see it, buddy.
So, JB, what you feeling as far as this round? Was there some crazy shit? Was there some standard stuff? What was it? Chat as well.
What number round was it? It was 7. I mean, there's the fucking double on my screen, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a spikes button in the Garbodor, so I mean, hey, it's like it can do that.
That is a whole ass.
Listen, dude, bring Bandit and I'll respect you as a human being. But that's a joke. Yeah, dude, just some good Pokemon, man. Like, we're not. I mean, we kind of already had that weird portion of the draft where just dumb shit went, but we're not to the point where more dumb shit's gonna go yet. So it's just like, okay, yeah, here's some solid low tier stuff.
Yep, fair enough. And I'm looking at this next. I'm looking at this next like group of Pokemon here, and there might be a few more. You know, it's no Pikachu, but I see a couple things in here we can definitely laugh about. And
I'm excited.
Razor definitely, he agreed with me on the only momentum, no recovery things, so I now feel bad about talking poop, but hey, that's just what we do here. So, round 1 we have, or not round 1, but first pick we
have... How else
have...
do you think we got our subscribers?
Right. We have Chandelure. Tell us about it, JB.
I love Lamp. It's a good offensive fire type, decent speed tier, 80. You know, it's a speed tier I didn't really have outside of Rotom, which I guess, you know, works, but just another nice number to fit in there. It gives them a fire immunity, which his team actually kind of needed, so I like that a lot. And it just hits super fucking hard. Ridiculously high special attack stat with 2 really good stabs, so yeah, nothing to say bad about it.
Fair enough. Next we got Beware coming in, dude. We got round 8 Beware. You love to see it. You'll love to see it. At Sock.
Dude, my nose is running faster than fucking Usain Bolt. Oh shit.
Yeah, Beware on this team I think makes sense just for the fact that it's this team, you know? So,
yep.
Like, why the heck not? Just stick a Beware on there. And Beware's another one of those Pokemon that you kind of do always have to 1-for-1 trade it because it's so fucking thick on the physical side. It always lives a hit. And it's really strong too, so it'll get you. Mm-hmm. Next, we got the fake Kentucky Keldeo, the Houston Haxorus, taking Skarmory. Ooh, Skarmory this late. Scary.
Yeah, very thick again. Just another really fat Pokemon to add to this team. Gives him some spikes, which is nice. And another Stealth Rocker, which you didn't have outside of Lando, so he can, you know, take pressure off of Lando having to do that, which is always a good thing. And yeah, Skarmory is one of the fattest Pokemon around. It's not really going to die. And yeah, I like it.
Fair enough.
Especially getting it this late.
Now we got the Kentucky Keldeo taking...
Blow my nose, BRB.
For sure. Now we got Kentucky Keldeo taking Lando I, you know what I'm saying? And this is another one of those Pokemon that I think goes undrafted a lot. But Lando I, it gets all the same moves Lando T does, you know, just no Intimidate. And I think, yeah, we have Sand Force only, so we can't just slap a Life Orb on there and just ruin everyone's day.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I think it's a good Pokemon. It'll get Rocks up, it'll get a U-turn off, and it's still a Legendary, so the stats, like, are going to let it live a hit pretty much every time. Now we got Dorian taking
like all
Swampert.
of Lando's moves, too.
Yeah.
Dorian getting Swampert, he's welcome. He wanted another bulky Pokemon that you didn't want to have Fish be his only water type. Gives him also a really solid ground type to have. That's not weak to Electric, which is, you know, just something that helps take pressure off of Zero Aura a little bit, I guess. I'm not really sure what that quantifies, but yeah, very thick. Flip turn's nice, good rock setter. Can be ran offensively if he's a man, so we'll see what sort of man stuff he does with. Did he get bulk up?
I think so, yeah. It's one of my favorite rock setters for sure. It always gets them up. Even in front of a grass type, somehow it still lives. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. I forgot to use this shit, and I feel kind of bad about it. I love Swampert.
Right. Now we got Townsville Tyrannotars taking Lycanroc Dusk. Another solid Pokemon that just the fact that it got close combat this gen was so nice. I think it definitely fits their team of just like everything is an offensive threat, you know? So it kind of goes right along the lines of like when you're looking at the team and looking at what weaknesses it has, you're just like, everything hurts me, you know? Like there's not much I can do about it. But
Pumpernickel.
I like a good pumper, you know? I like a good rock type. And if you can hit your stone edges, it'll do the thing. Next we got
rock's broken.
Next we got the Green Bay Yampers taking Decidueye. You still nickeling? So we got Decidueye with the Green Bay Yampers. It is a good Pokemon. I really, really like this. With Poltergeist, it is so good, man. Being able to be a spin blocker so that Garchomp and Melmetal can just clean up is pretty nice too. It gets momentum. Long reach means that it doesn't give a fuck about your held item, and Poltergeist will find your held item too. So he's just on a scouting mission here, I really like Decidueye. It's got starter stats too, so it's always going to be thick. Even though it's not the thickest on the defensive side, I just played one literally yesterday, and it lived to Fishious Wrens, so that is a thing that happened.
What? Impossible.
I know, right? Now we got Milwaukee Medichams taking Jolteon.
Jolteon, it got super fucked by Dexit, which is really unfortunate. It can't touch anything. It's still really fast, and if you're able to get in a matchup where the ground type just doesn't come for some reason, it can maybe do some stuff, but no hidden power is just bad, and no synchro noise is even worse, honestly.
Only
But
set.
I mean, hey, it can still quick attack and double kick, so like it's got that going quick. But legitimately, it has fucking hyper voice and shadow ball for coverage. So yeah, it's not the best, but it's still fast. Can still wish pass, so it has some things going for it, just not as much as it did.
Yep. So I think I still like Jolteon if it's on Weather because Weather Ball, but that's really the only other option it has for anything. Now we got Wigglytuff for the Hellblaze Volcaronas. Best wish passer in the game. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. It's not.
Agreed.
It's not the best fairy, but if you need something else to have HP, this is the guy to look at. Wish into Teleport also gets Stealth Rocks, and then the coverage of a Gen 1 Pokemon that's also now a fairy. So, for 2 points, dude, it's not a bad game.
Frisk.
And Frisk. Now we got some real power on the screen, boys. Finally, Rillaboom went way too early.
Fucking go!
Rillaboom went way too early, dude. Now we're thwacking off. JB, tell us about the boy Thwacky.
Thwacky is the best fucking Pokemon in the game. If you disagree, you're wrong. Thwacky's legitimately, though, really fucking strong. It's not that much weaker than Rillaboom. It is significantly weaker than Rillaboom, but it still hits really fucking hard with Grassy Glide and, of course, Grassy Terrain. And, it's a really solid Pokemon. Decent speed tier as well, only 5 points lower than Rillaboom. You can slap an Eviolite on it, it's just gonna be thick as hell, dude. Good knockoff user, can pivot. It's fucking Thwacky. Look at him, dude.
Look at him with his arms crossed. He's judging you for taking Rillaboom first. Oops. Now we have a Selgor. Hey, dude, again, I was like, I really like that Pokemon. Oh, wait, it's me. Yeah, man, a Selgor is, in my opinion, the best spike setter in the game. The fact that it gets momentum as well as having such a high speed stat that unless your opposing Pokemon is Prankster, you're always getting at least one spike up. It has high HP too, so you can Final Gambit. Get stuff like get stuff like a Selgor because that's what it gets. But it gets stuff like Encore as well as Yawn, so you can make sure you don't lose to a Poltegeist on matchup if you really need to do the thing. But that's my thing now, dude. I don't care. I don't care about synergy anymore. I don't care about speed tiers. I just need a Selgor on my team because I can't cope without it.
It's your Sylveon of this gen. It's your safety blanket.
Yeah, it's my emotional support bug. Now we have Orbeetle for the Belgian Red Dragapults.
Speaking of bugs, it's a super underrated sticky website that I actually don't see get drafted too much, but when it does, it can put in a decent amount of work. Gets stuff. It actually gets access to body press, get hit relatively hard. Bug Buzz, I don't think it gets Quiver. I could be wrong, but honestly, pretty decent offensive dual stabs. Good web setter, decent speed tier, and all around not a bad Pokemon. And I like this team with Webs because Webs with Zapdos is broken, and he also has Bishop, so got 2 defiant Pokemon.
That's what this is. Okay, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, it's a defiant team. He needs a competitive Pokemon.
It beats Talonflame 1 out of 10 times, am I right? You fucking love to see it. Now we got, speaking of Aquarius, we have Venusaur coming in. So although there is no sun on this team, I am seeing a whole ass Venusaur on my screen. I do fuck with Venusaur though. It is surprisingly strong and surprisingly bulky, so like it's another good 1-for-1 kind of mon. And I like it. I don't exactly know what it's got going on as far as synergy wise with this team. I'm sure they would have some things to say on the subject, but I like it,
Yep.
Now we got Great taking Golisopod. Shout out to Spikes.
Shout out to Spikes. It's what it do. Gets priority out the ass as well with like everything. Whatever its signature move is called.
First
First
impression.
impression. It's not his signature move. It was at the time. Jet gets sucker as well. It just hits hard as hell. Its ability can be good in times as well. You know, gives you some momentum occasionally when you need it. But yeah, good spike setter, hits hella hard. It's a lot of priority. I like it.
Cool. Now we got Slurpuff coming in. So a G-Darm team with Blacephalon with Zygarde that already has webs. Now there's a secondary web setter. This is a fairy that was probably one of the last few ones met on the team, but this just means that if Araquanid wants to be Bandit, if Slurpuff wants to be Belly Drum, that they can bring both and still have webs on the squad. So fun times all around.
Honestly, I kind of like that. It's pretty cool.
Now we got Q taking Stack Attacka.
He loves this thing, man. I don't know what league it's in, but I've seen him use it before and used it well because it's Q. He uses everything well.
Yeah, he keeps sweeping people with it. Like, fuck off, man. Come on.
Stop. Let some other people have some diff cheese. Donate to the less fortunate. Yeah, another good rock setter, and it's just a really solid defensive steel type. Obviously, having a massive physical attack stat, and decent enough spin off that can usually live one hit. But yeah, it's good defensive steel type, good rock type as well, and he uses it well. So got nothing bad to say about it.
Straight up. Now we got Snorlax for the Hawaiian Como-Os, and Snorlax is one of those Pokemon that I don't use that well, so I don't think it's that good, and I know it's good on other people's teams, but I feel like this always goes like round 4, round 5, round 6. The fact that it lasted this long is kind of surprising to me. So just having a big old fat fuck on this team kind of makes sense. Like with Vileplume in the last round, like he's got offensive rain out the I already said Wazoo, so out the cooter, and now he's got some defense stacking in there too, you know. Speaking of
that be the best.
What else am I supposed to say? Jesus. Now we got Audino for the Woodhammers. Quit your criticism and tell us about Audino.
It's basically Wigglytuff, but without the Stealth Rocks and without the Fairy typing. It's got a lot of good moves. It kind of got the Gen 1 treatment in Gen 5. It gets like a bunch of crazy coverage for no good reason. Gets Regenerated, which is cool. Good Witch Master, good Cleric, and just a nice, solid, cheap, normal type to fit on the team.
Yep, there you go. Then we got Aerodactyl for you. Ooh.
Hey, that's me. So I wanted a fast boy, I wanted a bird, and I wanted another rock setter, and like Aerodactyl did all of those things, so I just took it. It actually looks pretty fun this gen with Dragon Dance and Weeby, so that'd be fun to try out, and it gave me 3 things I needed, so hey, hopefully it does good stuff.
There you go. Then we got Sceptile for the Lisbon Arcanines. This should be the last pick this round. Now, Sceptile is a hell of a Pokemon, especially with potential Misty Terrain in the back. You can always be fast as fuck boy and just, you know, unburden your way to victory. Now, granted, it's no Pikachu, but I guess it's pretty strong. Welcome to the same joke I'm going to make every single time for this team. I yanked out my headphones again. But I do like Sceptile. Did they have a grass type already? They did not. So it makes sense that they wanted maybe a more offensive one since they've already got stuff like Umbreon, G-Weezing, you know.
Yeah, helps fill in the speed tier between Dragon Ball and the rest of the squad as well. So
straight up, good point.
Especially for 4 points.
Here we have the round 8 recap. We are kind of zooming nowadays. You know what I mean? Those first 3 rounds, I feel like we went a little bit slow. Now we're zooming. We got Natty Phantom.
You gotta talk a little bit more about the good stuff. You know?
Yeah. So tell us, boys. What do we got going on in this round? You know, are you more of a thwacky kind of guy? Are you more of a, you know, a stack attacker kind of guy? What do we got going on?
Thwacky's the only right answer. That's the best pick of the entire draft.
You know, I had in a chat with Jay, I told him I was going to draft a Selgor, and he told me I was in a Cell Whore, and that hit me harder than it should have. You know, like I felt it on my inside. You know. And it's not wrong. I think that's why it hits so hard. I just can't. There's not really an argument for that.
It's the most truthful things that hit you the heart.
Yep, true. So here we have with round 9, we got Braviary, the America bird, coming through. What do you got for it, JB?
Braviary is super good this generation. It's one of those Pokemon that doesn't get drafted a lot, but every time it does, it puts in a lot of work. It's another Defiant user, which is cool. It also gets Sheer Force, which is just dumb on a Pokemon that's this strong. Not the best speed tier, but hits hella hard. Freaking, what's the word I'm looking for? Bulk Up is very good. And yeah, it gets close combat now, which is cool. And Braviary is really fun, man. Like it.
America. Then we got Milk Tank for you. Talk more stuff about titties.
Maybe? I don't know. But I want another Stealth Rocker, because might as well, right? But yeah, it gives me a normal type, which is cool, and just a defensive Pokemon with, 3 really solid abilities. And yeah, it's just Stealth Rocks. I couldn't think of another normal type I wanted, so it worked.
Fuck it, roll out. Now we got a real fucking ground type. I've seen a lot of Landorus this time, this game, I've seen a lot of stuff. But now we got a real fucking horse. Can we get some horses in the chat? We got the OG, the horse that started our obsession with horses here. We have Mudsdale going this late. Amazing. Mudsdale is always there when you need it, dude. It'll always live a hit. It'll just keep stacking boosts. If you run rest, look, I get it. That's kind of a piece of shit move. But sometimes you gotta, But it always gets up rocks, man. It's just such a good Pokemon. And it hits unreasonably hard. Like, it just should not hit that hard, but it does.
Best ground type in the game, don't fucking at me.
Now we got Mimikyu for Cahoots.
Yeah, this is that pick when you need a fairy, but you realize it's round 12 and you don't have a fairy yet. I mean, he has Coco, so I guess it's not really the case, but Mimikyu's solid. It's the kind of Pokemon that if you play it well can just clean up a game late because of Sword Stance with Disguise and whatnot and Shadow Sneak. So good Pokemon, good fit on the team, gives them a nice ghost type and just another, potential setup threat with a team that has a million of them. So why not?
Yeah, this guy's got a lot of setup threats. Next, we have Dredagon for the Chicago Dragapults. When you can't get Dragapult, you gotta just get you another dragon at some point. And he took Dredagon. It gives him rocks, which means he doesn't have to run rocks on Stack Attacka or Seismitoad if he wants to, I don't know, if he wants to be Swift Swim or something. It's cute, so we know we'll sweep you with it at some point, So, Dredagon has always been one of those Pokemon for me that hits a lot harder than I think it does, and is a little bit bulkier than its stats would really say that it is. You know what I mean? So, sometimes you're expecting Rock's Glare, and you take a Sheer Force Life Orb Thunder Punch to the fucking taint, and it's just not a good time, So, I respect the pick, especially this late.
It's the 3 best abilities in the game.
Mold Breaker, Sheer Force...
Rough Skin,
yep, okay. So, now we got Escavalier for Talon.
All 3 of those are, S tier. Escavalier's, that's, we talked about Mimikyu being that fairy type you need when you don't have a fairy, but Escavalier is that steel type you need when you don't have a steel type, but he also has a steel type, so I don't know, man. He also has a bug type, so man, just doubling up on type. He's pulling a fucking Gur Bilbo, I guess. But Escavalier hits ridiculously hard with, just good dual stabs and knockoff and stuff like that, so I guess it makes sense you just want another hard-hitting Pokemon, so might as well. It's a good fairy killer, which his team kind of struggles with, so I guess it makes sense.
Fair enough. And I think people just got to my house, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a party in my living room right now, so if you can hear International Players Anthem through this, that's my bad, but hey, it's a good song at least. So now we got Gray taking Drampa, and I'll try to finish this through the Andre 3000 that's blowing through my room right now, but Drampa, like we talked about, Berserk, it's good. It actually gets Roost, so that's fun, but as far as low-tier dragons go, it's the best one, right? It's always there when you need it,
Probably.
So I vibe with it, and it also is a ghost type. I mean, it's a normal type with the ghost immunity for Victini, so one less thing to worry about. Now we have Aquarius taking Alcremie. Speaking of low tier.
Yeah, speaking of low tier fairies that you need when you don't have a fairy, Alcremie's pretty damn good. It has actually ridiculously good spit up, which is something worth noting, and it's a pretty good special attacker as well. Doesn't have a great move pool, but does get Mystical Fire for steel types, which I guess is cool. It can Calm Mind, can do some sort of stuff. It's not bad. It's just leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's just got a bad HP, so that's really it, and useless ability. But it's alright. Pretty decent fairy. Could be worse.
Now we got Diancie, speaking of low-tier fairies, for the Belgian Red Dragapults. This is that Pokemon that you're like, I don't have a fucking fairy. What am I going to get? What's the best one available? And sometimes it's just Diancie, It is basically Carbink's, baby daddy or whatever, so that's fun. And it has legendary stats, so that's fun. And then it also gets Stealth Rock, so that way you don't have to run it on Bisharp or Steelix, I guess, from this team. But I like Diancie. I think it's a really good value fairy, especially this late in the draft. Hey, look, it's
I
me
like
again.
body precision too, which is fun.
True. Now we got Claydol, and Claydol has become, again, another emotional support Pokemon for me because I usually get about, round 8, round 9 in the draft and realize, oh shit, I don't have a ground type. What am I going to get? Oh no, I could also use, some more momentum. I could use some rapid spin, maybe. You could probably use a little bit of bulk. And then you just take Claydol because it fixes all of those problems. I love me some teleport. I love me a Pokemon that has so much support moves that you have 4 move slot syndrome and you haven't even put an attacking move on it yet, So between teleport and rapid spin and rocks and all that stuff, sometimes you just don't, But I like Claydol. And I'm sorry I take it every draft, so no one else ever gets a chance to use it, but I need it.
Nickel. Wait, no, I'm good.
Sunday T for the New Orleans Norverns.
So he's like, hey, I got this Thwacky, so I'm gonna just take a completely underwhelming Pokemon now, I guess. But decided to pair Torn with its cousin Thundy. I believe this is the Volt Absorb one, which is nice, to pair for Thundy. And it just hits super hard, dude. Like, I think it's the 145 attack one. I'm too lazy to look it up because we're like, what, round 9? Who gives a shit? But yeah, it hits dumb hard. Great stats, great ability, great move pool. It is good.
Yep, good. Now, Entei lasted this long, which is fucking insane. This is always when I think of like good offensive fire types, you think like somebody's gonna take Cinderace, somebody's gonna take Entei, somebody's gonna take Arcanine, and this lasted this late, which is insane. So just the fact that they had enough points to get it is cool. It is another base 100, so that is a little bit rough just as far as their team goes because they got Mince and Mew as well. But Mew's never gonna run speed on this team. Fuck it, whatever. But I like Entei. It's a good pup.
Good pup. Give it teleport too.
Yeah, there you go. Now we got Goki trying to earn back our favor once again with Duraludon.
Yeah, didn't have a steel type, didn't have a dragon, so here you go. Have a steel dragon type that has negative spit out.
Good old Poké
good stealth rocker. Doesn't get like a great move pool, but gets enough stuff. I wish it got like a fire move or a fighting move that wasn't body press. Does it even get body press? I don't think
it does get body press and iron defense.
It does get okay. Yeah, okay, so that's good. It can hit steel types that way, I guess. But if it got like fire blast, it'd be really solid. But it doesn't for some reason. But it's a decent special attacker. Good stealth rock setter. It's all right.
Yep, fair enough. Now we got Heracross, and Heracross is one of those Pokemon that got a really nice buff this gen. I think this was pretty much undrafted most of the time if it wasn't Mega in previous gens. Now it gets Spikes, which is really cool, and then Moxie Close Combat is just so nice, man. Anything with Moxie that has a good attack stat and like a respectable speed tier that you can just slap a choice item on is going to be annoying to switch in, and like fighting types usually get pretty good coverage. Like it usually gets a rock move or something, so just bug and fighting together along with that is looking pretty fun.
Indeed.
Now we got Gorgeist from the Townsville Tyrannotars.
Hey, look, another first Pokemon. Best ability in the game, don't at me. Good, solid grass type. He does get all the forms for anyone curious. I'm pretty sure that's standard in most leagues. If people are still separating Gorgeist forms, are fucking weird. But yeah, Gorgeist, pretty damn thick, can also be fast. Poltergeist smacks shit around, so gotta be able to look out for that. But it can Leech Seed, can Willow. Just a really solid, good defensive type. That's pretty cheap.
There you go. Now we got Kofagrigus with the Los Angeles Aegislash. Our boy Dorian, the Dorian face himself, has taken Kofag. I think he took a bunch of offensive stuff. Well, no, he didn't because there's a Corviknight round 2. Fuck me. But I think he's just kind of continuing the theme of Pokemon that are bulky but also do stuff. You know what I mean? So having Trick Room as well as T-Spikes is kind of cool. I don't really think a lot of his team is going to be super Trick Roomy, but just having the option is always cool. And then, like I said, T-Spikes is nice. T-Spikes plus Sand Chip, plus Rocks Chip, plus Toxic Chip from Salazzle. This man's chipping down your whole team. You hate it.
Chip Skylark out here, boy.
Now we got Kentucky Keldeo taking Boltund.
Pumpernickel or...
No, you're good, I think.
Okay, cool. Boltund's okay. I wish it got Ice Fang, but they decided not to give it that for some reason. So it can't touch ground types, but it's got a decently fun move pool. Strong Jaw is just a really good ability that you don't think about, but like Psychic Fangs just hurts. So does Crunch. Does get Volt Switch, which is nice, and it's not the best, electric type in the world, but it's pretty fun.
Yep, as far as low tier goes, it gets the job done. Now we got the Houston Haxorus taking Haxorus. You'd love to see a mascot pick. Honestly, there's not a lot of things you'd love to see in a draft more than a mascot pick. It just says you're a cool guy, basically, is what it does. And Haxorus on this team, considering they didn't have a dragon yet, is really nice. Getting first impression, priority on a mon with such a high attack stat is always really nice. And then obviously just Dragon Dance Mold Breaker, ruining your entire day. So, yeah, man, you love to see it. Now, speaking of things lasting, Old English Ice Cube taking Lottie Os, JB. Holy shit.
Am I here?
You're here.
Okay, I just got disconnected for a second, but yeah, Lottie's pretty cool. It's decently thick. It's another good Pokemon going late tier, which I guess is high tier Pokemon going late round is what I meant to say. Pretty damn thick. Got himself another dragon, so we talked about it, and there it is. Doesn't have another psychic type, so we'll need to pick up one of those, of course, to continue with the theme. Oh no, he does have another. He has Celebi. Oh my god.
There you go.
But yeah, it's good. It's a Lottie. It's gonna defog. It's gonna Calm Mind. It's gonna reflect type. Hopefully, that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, good pick. Gonna do some stuff and some things.
You love to see it. Next up, we have Greedent. We have Greedent, boys. Draft's over. We have Greedent. Give him the chip again. Back-to-back champions, because he took Greedent like an adult. You love to see it. Is Jack still awake? If he is, his boy's in the chat. You know what I mean? We got Greedent on the screen. There's not a lot of things. Remember when I was like, hey, you know what you love to see? You love to see a fucking Greedent. That's what you love to see. It's just a good Pokemon. And when I say a good Pokemon, I mean for 4 points, you're not going to find much better than that. And it's got such a high HP stat. It's going to live any hit. It's just gonna, live a hit and click whatever coverage move it needs because it's normal type and it gets all of them. And we do have Gray in the chat. I'm glad.
Gonna stuff some cheeks.
Oh, it's definitely gonna stuff a cheek or two, Now we have the round recap. Now I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna let you talk about this and then I'll fix the next one.
How am I supposed to talk when I can't even look at the chat because I have a fucking deck? Oh my god. This is unfair.
Maybe I can pee on stream.
God, you're good. I'll wing it. It'll be fine. I'll pumpernickel to the chat. You can go pee.
It'll take 2 fucking seconds. Just BRP. You know what I'm saying?
All right. BRP. Boop. All right, chat. This round was weird, I guess. I mean, there was some stuff that happened, like there's a Greedent. That's pretty cool. Jack, please don't, or I guess Gallade, please don't sweep me with it. It's pretty scary. But what do we think about this, man? Someone help me, dude. I'm not a streamer. I don't have the internet for this. Yeah, things and stuff happen, dude. That's really all that happens around here, right? Listen, man, this is like when you leave the kid at home alone and he like starts a fire in the kitchen because he was hungry. Like, I don't know, man. This isn't what I signed up for. Haxorus pick of the round. I think that's probably fair. Haxorus is ridiculous this gen, so yeah, Haxorus is really good. I agree with that. Shout out to Drampa. Drampa's always fun. 20 mons were drafted this round. That is a fact. Actually, is it though? Do we count? Like, do we count? Like, Greedent? I guess we have to count Greedent because Jack did beat me with a Greedent once. That happened. There you go. You go for the parents.
I love that as soon as I come back, I can just hear choppy JB getting 1 syllable off per fucking word. That's hilarious.
Hey man, you made me leave the stream up, okay? I had to talk to nothing.
Well,
right, we're good.
I just peed out a shot, a mixed drink, and like 3 White Claws, so I think it's fine. But I see some Claydol love in the chat, and you'd love to see that. So I'll fix this real quick. We'll put this back up. We're going on to round 10. You'll love to see it, dude. We're zooming. Like I said, those first 3 rounds we did, we kind of took our time because that's really when the teams start to form. I think that's more important. Yeah. And I guess apparently this is gonna restart because it's dumb, but whatever. We'll just I'm fine with seeing Greedent on the screen again. So that was round 9. We got round 10. I love that. I love that the chat says when your GF leaves you with her parents alone. Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay, so next we have the Calgary Flamethrowers taking Lycanroc Midday. Tell us about this pupper.
You just named the fucking thing.
Well, I gotta do the fucking thing.
He gets a sand sweeper finally, 12 years later, so it works. Decently fast. Cell Rock's broken. We talked about it when Dusk went, but yeah, it's a fun move to click. I think this one also gets close combat. Pretty sure it does. Probably wrong. I'm stupid, so who knows? But yeah, good speeds here. Good sand.
Okay, so JB went full Pumpernickel, but what he's saying is that this is a good Pokemon, and it makes sense because it just gets close combat, and then it gets the Sand ability, and you just click your buttons, you slap a Life Orb on it, and you Cell Rock things that, have set up in your face. Next, we got Sandaconda for the Old English Ice Cube, and I drafted Sandaconda in my first draft this gen, and I didn't really like it very much because I think I had an Excadrill or something, and I kept wanting it to set the sand, and then you had to take a hit in the face to set the sand, so it's you get maybe one. I don't know, but I probably didn't use it well. But on this team, they did need a ground type, and they were running real low on points, so it makes sense that it's on the squad. So things like Tentacruel, things like Tapu Fini, things like Togekiss don't really have to worry too much about getting Thundershocked or what have you. Now,
did any of that Lycanroc thing go through?
Yeah, you got about half. Now we got Marsh Stomp for the Houston Haxorus.
Is this one me?
I mean, you just did 7 in a row, so I'll do it. Marsh Stomp is when you ask when
I'm full Pumpernickel, dude.
When you're driving home and you pass, a restaurant, and you're like, Mom, can we stop and get Swampert? And your mom's like, yo, we have Swampert at home. You don't need it right now. This is the Swampert that you have at home. And now, I'm not hating on Marshtomp here. I'm just saying it's not Swampert. But I've seen people put in work with Marshtomp. It does the same thing. It's bulky as hell. It's still going to live the grass hit because that boy thick. He's a happy little thick little boy. So, if you already got your Swampert at home, you just take it. Now we got the Kentucky Keldeo with a Poltegeist, and I don't want to talk about this because I hate it. So you do.
As long as it sets up past turn 1, I think you'll be okay. But it is it's an okay Pokemon that can, of course, Shell Smash. It can, do that.
What the fuck?
It's Nigel Thornberry. I don't know how well it went through because Pumpernickel, but decent enough coverage. Can't really touch dark types all that well, but it does get string stuff, which is annoying as shit. And it's like a setup, man. Don't let it sword power you.
Yeah, makes sense. Now we got Cryogonal for Dorian, and he lives in California, so he is a bit of a snowflake himself. And he needed spin, I'm assuming, is what he went for on this team. We were definitely all chatting when we, were drafting these teams and whatnot, but it kind of makes sense, I guess. Like I said, it's another Spadef thing that kind of helps. Gives him spin, gives him Freeze Dry, which is kind of broken this gen. So I like it on the squad. And now he has 0 points left. This will also be the last round that everyone has a Pokemon, I think. So now we got Townsville Tyranitar taking Regigigas. Can we give this man the dub already? He wins. He took Regigigas.
You're kind of the connoisseur on this one, so I'm gonna let you take this.
There once was a time.
You did 6-0 a man with this.
There once was a time where I did 6-0 a man with Regigigas before it got Protect. So I mean, I don't mean that's fine and it's cool, and it definitely added an inch or two to my manhood. But I think that Regigigas this gen is even better. And knowing fucking Razor Claw, he's probably going to use it really well. And then he's still got 17 points left too. So he's had another really good Pokemon and then a 2-pointer coming. So just the fact that this is going right now is hilarious.
Right.
Now we got Kangaskhan going. Speaking of normal types,
Kangaskhan's actually really underrated. Gets Wish, which is just nice, and then Fake Out and stuff. Gen 1 normal types anyway gets a ridiculous amount of coverage. Did I say Wish Pass? I probably did. I don't know, dude. I'm dead at this point. But yeah, just a really
You led
solid,
with it, but yes.
fun, normal type, man.
Yeah, and it's a Gen 1 Pokemon too, so it always gets, all the things and all the stuff. Now we got Goki once again trying to be less of a piece of shit with Sandslash. And Sandslash is cool this gen because it got spikes and it already got Rapid Spin and Stealth Rock, so it just does all the things that it needs you to do. I think it's cool on his team because he didn't have spikes yet. He did have T-spikes already, but I guess he had Colossal, but that's not a real Pokemon. So now he's at least got a ground type so that Toxapex doesn't have to take electric moves. I guess he already had Jolteon, but that's coming 2 fucking times, so whatever. Now we got Cradily with the Hellblaze Volcaronas.
He needed a Dragovich check that wasn't Quagsire, so why not, dude? Gives him another Stealth Rocker, which is nice to have always. He didn't really have too many outside of me, right? Yeah, Wigglytuff, and that was the only other one. So, more respectable Stealth Rocker is always a nice thing to have. Leech Seed's hella annoying, and Recover, it's just really fat and doesn't like to die, so I like the pick. Kind of fits the theme of this team of not liking to die.
Yep, fair enough. I had to take out my headphone for a minute because I thought I heard Asher Roth's I Love College playing in the next room. And if a room full of 27-year-olds is playing I Love College, I was going to have to go in there and be like, hey guys, you have a problem. Get this cocaine off my fucking table, Now we have we have the New Orleans Doyburns taking Centiskorch with 6 of their last 7 points, so they got 1 left. Centiskorch is one of those, I don't have a fire type, what can I possibly take left type of Pokemon, but it's a good low tier fire type, I think. With boots, it's pretty good. Looks like a pack of rolled up condoms. Also looks like a coup from Samurai Jack if you're that old. Other than that, I respect it,
You're that old.
Now we got Persian Alola, which goes back to me, and I realized this late I didn't have a dark type. I didn't have a lot of Puntos left, so I went ahead and took Persian because I knew how to use it. I've used it a couple times. Parting Shot's always nice for teams like mine, and just having like a fast, tauntish, kind of foul play-ish kind of Pokemon is always really nice for stuff like this. And I think it fits the general theme of offensive momentum. Now we have Belgian Red Dragapults with your boy Evire, dog. Tell us about it.
Dude, Evire is one of my favorite designs in Pokemon, but it's kind of like not strong. It really doesn't hit hard. It
has like 123 base attack. What are you talking about?
Close combat, dude. Like, yeah, okay, Calcip versus any water type and be sad. It's just unfortunate. But it was one of the, like, I wish it was a fighting type, dude. It would be like legitimately decent. But it's just like, it's a little bit underwhelming. I do love it, but I just wish it hit a little bit harder. Maybe got U-turn. Maybe got, I don't know. Just it needs something else, man. Just a little bit of something.
Just a little bit.
It's pretty good for a low tier.
Mid, Jeff, Milk. Now we have Chicago Strength Sap taking Charizard, and you're starting to tell by these picks that there's not a lot left on this board. There's been 20 coaches taking 10 to 12 Pokemon apiece, and the fact that Charizard is going either Aquarius was like, I already have Venusaur, let me just get the full Ash team, except some asshole already took Pikachu, so you can't do that. But now, Charizard, I mean, as far as low tier fire types, it's about as good as you can get. Slap heavy duty boots on it. It's got starter stats, so it's gonna live a hit that isn't a rock type, and with solar power, it doesn't really fuck around. Like, it hits pretty damn hard. So stuff like Dragon Dance and stuff like Swords Dance is fun, and it gets Belly Drum, so don't get swept. Now we got Gray taking Trevenant. JB, are you alive? That did not sound like a yes. So Trevenant is going to be a ghost and grass type. It's Decidueye when Decidueye isn't there, So Aquarius said doesn't need boots. Yeah, with Belly Drum. Yeah, I almost lost a game to Belly Drum once. Luckily I had a Stun Spore with fucking Rabombi. But and don't say it doesn't need boots. Like, that's not gonna be what you run on it 90 fucking percent of the time. But it's Trevenant, man. It's 4 points. It's a grass type. He had a grass type which was Obama Snow, but I mean, now he has a spin blocker one too. So that's fun. Next, we have more Pico, and boy, oh boy, when I tell you that I love Talon, anyone that takes more Pico in a draft league is my fucking homie. I was trying to determine if I wanted this or Alolan Persian. I was like, the speed tier is better on Persian, I'll take that, although it's going to hurt my soul to not take more Pico. and I didn't take it, and I was like, man, maybe I'll trade for it after the draft. And this man took it, and I was like, I'm glad he took it, because I wouldn't have to go back. I didn't want to retract my shame, and go take it. So he took it. Like I said earlier, Aura Wheel hurts a lot. It's a lot stronger than you expect it to be. And just look at him. He's cute as fuck. He's just a little guy. He's just there being cute. You can't be mad at that. If you ever kill him more Pico, God's going to have to think about if you're allowed to heaven from now on. So, Q got Conk this late. What is going on, dude? No one took Conk? 20 people and nobody took Conk at this point? What is wrong with us? We shouldn't be allowed to have YouTube channels, dude. We need to all make videos apologizing for letting Q have Conk this late. That's just one more thing he's gonna sweep us all with now, man. I hate it here. Golly. I think JB's dead, so I'm going to just start spewing until he comes back. So we got Hawaiian Como-O's taking Blaziken. Blaziken, once again, surprised it lasted this long. As far as fire types go this late in the draft, fucking fantastic Pokemon. Got U-Turn this gen. I think he might have seen, Conk go last round and was like, you know what, I'm going to take me a fighting type this round too. But, so just being a fire type on a rain team, at least he has the fighting typing to also do things. I believe it also gets like Thunder Punch and stuff like that. But, it's a good Pokemon, and I'm surprised it lasted this late. Now, there is a Rotom fridge on my screen, and we were talking earlier about how Mamoswine and Kyurem do, the ground type and the ice type coverage. Well, now we have Bolt Beam the Pokemon, but it only gets Blizzard. So if you're feeling frisky, if you think you have what it takes to hit a Blizzard, click your button, dude, So at least, it makes it a little bit harder to switch in on Volt switches. But Rotom Frost, I think, is the worst Rotom. I don't know. Is Rotom Fan better than this? I don't actually know. I used Rotom Fan a couple times, but I never used this one. But I think with Boots, they're at least a little bit more viable now. So who knows? Now we got JB taking Gastrodon. The fact that Gastrodon lasted this long. Everybody's just taking stuff that they're like, why is this still here? We just saw a Conk. We're seeing a Gastrodon. Poop has hit the fan, dude. So there's a whole ass Gastrodon on my screen. Everybody's just taking things that shouldn't be there anymore. Everybody's like, I have 13 points. I'll spend 8 of them now. Whatever. Fuck it. But I like Gastrodon. And it's a good Pokemon. And I know JB's used it well a couple times. And having stuff like Roserade to back it up, stuff like Bronzong, it should be okay. Now we have Magmortar going. I'm a Fire in my Laser, the Pokemon from the Lisbon Arcanines. It's a good Pokemon, dude. It's like when you need a fire type this late. I feel like I've said this 14 times now, but it really is a low tier fire type that when Entei got taken a round beforehand somehow, you take you a nice Magmortar, It gets really good coverage too. I think this is one of the few fire types that can be used on a rain team and not really, be hindered too much because it does get like Thunderbolt and stuff like that. But it's a good one, and for, I guess 7 points actually seems like a bit much, but whatever. Now we have the good old-fashioned... Why were you in the fucking chat? But you... He said it's not even CenturyLink, it's just Discord. That is a yikes and a half. But yeah, we have the full recap here. So, chat... I'm now co-streaming with chat, so if you get you peeps in the chat would like to tell me if anything's kind of sticking out here, if, maybe you're like, how the fuck did Conk last this long? Maybe you're like, hey, look, more Pico. What's the vibe that you guys have with this round recap? What's going on in your head as we go into round 11? As we go into round 11. And to type 11 in the thing just now, I have the one key as my previous key, so I went back to Magmortar for a second. Just for a little inside baseball for you, Mid says Jeff likes this round, so I'm glad he's sticking to that. That's the thing. Yeah, Regigigas. You know what? It's hard to not pick Regigigas. I think you're right on that one, Hayes. It's hard to choose anything but Regigigas here. Just opening up here. Ooh, this first pick I like already. Dude, if you think I won't do the rest of this stream by myself, I did the first fucking 30 minutes. I'll do the next stream by myself, dude. I don't care. I'll do it. I have a podcast where I yell at the camera for 30 minutes. I'll talk by myself. I don't give a fuck. But we have round 11. That and then this. Done. Cool. So, round 11, we see Starmie here, and this Starmie looks like it's been affected by gravity a little bit too much. I don't know what is going on. Mid's right, Conk this late is fucking insane. But, Starmie, good spinner. They only had G-Weezing as potential defog as any form of removal, as well as Braviary, but Braviary, you don't really think you want to run that. So,
I fucking did it!
He's here. Oh my god, he's here. But yeah, that's Starmie. And since you're here, there is a Galarian, or a Mr. Rhyme here, and it's your Pokemon that you chose.
Oh my god, it is. So, I wanted me a freeze dry Pokemon so I could, deal with some of those annoying things that are times per week to freeze dry, and I wanted another rapid spinner, so it fit the bill. Unfortunately, Dorian took Cryogon a little earlier than me, which is super unfortunate, but I mean, Mr. Rhyme works. It's just kind of the same thing, right? Totally.
Yeah, it's a little harder, a little slower.
Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. And it also is just a few characteristics away from being a registered sex offender. So next we have Eldegoss, and when this Pokemon got taken, there was a discussion in chat. So I would like to hear the chat today talk about, just put yes or no. Is this a good Pokemon? Can we just get some Ys or some Ns in the chat, just so we can get the general consensus? Because I always thought that there was one answer to that question, but through this league, I've learned that is not the case. It gets Regenerator, it is a grass type, and I guess it checks boxes with Rapid Spin. But personally, man, I don't think it's that good.
It checks 2 boxes, grass type, Rapid Spin.
Yeah, exactly, and that's probably why it's good, for only checking those boxes. But I've heard there was a discussion, dude. There were people screaming in chat about this Pokemon, so I just wanted to see.
There were caps locked.
Caps were locked, dude. Caps were locked, cheeks were clapped. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing a whole lot of no's and one yes, and that's kind of what I was hoping for here. So next
is the one yes ball hawk?
Yeah. And it's caps too, it just fucking, you can't be any more poetic than that. Now we got Q taking Dracolock, and I'm not even going to give that one to you, JB, because I literally was like, you have 1 point left, take this. You're holding up the draft, and he was like, okay, cool. So now we have a Sigilyph with Talon taking it, and he has 1 point left. Tell us about Sigilyph.
Sigilyph gets some stuff and some things, man. It's one of those Pokemon that just gets coverage out the ass for no reason. Like, oh, hey, you have this flying psychic type. Here's an Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, buddy. Oh, you want some Energy Ball too? Why not? Psycho Shift sets are super annoying. Magikarp's a great ability, and yeah, pretty good Pokemon.
Yep. And Hayes is right in the chat. We do have baby ham sandwich, so it's like ham panini, I guess, or ham fold over. I don't know. But next we have the Vancouver Titangs and their Sand team taking Stoutland. And as we've talked about, I mean, Puppers, you get more points for Puppers. Pupper points, as they're called. But Sand Sweepers that aren't Excadrill, it's really only, it's Lycanroc, or it's this, or it's Dracovish. But as far as low tier goes, man, for 4 points, you can't really beat it. And I said fur instead of 4, and that wasn't a pun, that was an accident. I'm drunk, okay? Don't fucking come at me sideways.
Pupper points are a great value Dogecoin.
Now, this...
Wow!
Now this, would you like to talk about what we're seeing here,
okay,
JB?
Well, first off, I fucked up the slide, and second off, you ignored my fucking Dogecoin joke. Thanks, dick.
Well, I saw this wrong slide, and immediately my mind went blank to anger.
Yeah, that's fair. But Corius ended up picking up a Torkoal here. Completing that Sun team that they've been building out over the last couple of rounds. Torkoal is pretty damn solid. Gives them removal as well as just a decently thick Pokemon that can hit pretty damn hard in Sun. So yeah, my bad. I forgot to change the Pokemon. I'm really bad at my job. Shut up.
Now we got Golurk coming through. This Pokemon gets fly, so that's fun. But
indeed,
they had 16 points left and used 8 of them on Torkoal. I mean on see, now I'm getting the things wrong on Golurk.
It's not so easy, is it?
Yeah, fair. This gives them a fighting immunity for that round 1 Bisharp they had, which is really fun. I'm sorry, guys. This is getting out of hand. But, like, the longer this draft has gone, the ruder I've been to people's picks, and it's fine, because White Claw. But, now, did they have a ground type? They had Steelix, and that's fine, but, it's a Golurk, dude. It's never going to not do stuff. So, oh well. Hey, it's my turn. Haunter, because I had 3 points left, and this costs 1. So not many 1-pointers are going to be better than Haunter.
Look at the general chat real quick.
Uh-oh, I'm scared. That's funny as fuck, dude. But yeah, Haunter, 1 point. Pikachu was taken, so I wanted to get the next best one. Next we got Licky Licky, you know? I mean, Lick a Tongue, rather.
It's 1 point Licky Licky. It's stupid. It's an EV-like Pokemon. Can Wish Pass, can knock off. Probably gets like, I don't know, Bolt Beam coverage because you didn't want a normal type. Like it's a bulky Wish Passer. And knock off Flicker. Maybe he runs roll out or some shit. Who knows?
1 point.
But,
Gotta love it.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. It's decent.
Now here's a fun thing. Galvantula lasted this long. Usually those webbers actually go pretty fast. So the fact that this is still here is kind of crazy.
I get it because of its feature.
Webs on a team with stuff like Entei, stuff like Mince, Buzzwole, Spectrier, it's, you know, it works.
It does, in fact, work.
Now we got Goki taking Xatu. How do you feel about Xatu?
Xatu's alright. It's kind of like master or like a jack of all trades, master of none type thing. Like it's good at a lot of stuff, but it's not great at anything. Magic Bounce is cool. U-turn's cool. Like Heat Wave's cool, but it's not that strong, not that thick. But it'll do a thing or two here and there.
Yep, fair enough. Now we
Definitely
got Whirlipede with the final point from the Green Bay Yampers. They were like, I got 1 point left. What's the most value I can get? They got Spikes and T-Spikes in a Speed Boost Pokemon. So, I mean, as far as 1 point goes, not a bad gig. So, I fucks with it.
Indeed.
Now, as far as, 1 points go, we got Townsville Tyrannotars taking Clang.
It's a Pokemon.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a Pokemon. Cool, so we'll just move on then. Now we got Seth and the Kentucky
Do
Keldeo.
for a Clang, man.
I don't know, man. Now we got Chargerbug, the bus, Jerome
You
Bettis
could have
himself.
drafted a bus, man.
You could have had the bus. In my opinion, it's my favorite 1 point web setter because it actually is bulky enough to live a hit, and then you can still Volt Switch out even though you have like 5 fucking special attack. You can still Volt out.
Right.
And it has like, it's weird because Vikavolt has really high special attack, but this has like 92 or something attack. So Wild Charge from this doesn't feel great. You know what I mean? So it's a whole thing. Now everyone's just taking electric types. Manectric.
Yeah, Manectric. It's like the middle ground between Raichu and Jolteon in terms of coverage. Like it gets fire, so it gets an extra thing, but still not great. It is an electric immunity, which is just cool to have. It's nice to have immunities, and it's decently fast, and that's kind of what it do. Gets fire coverage, so that's cool. Congrats.
Now we got Lapras coming in for the Calgary Flamethrowers. I like me some Lapras, dude. It is kind of a fun mon, Freeze Dry is just always a fun button to click. And then just throwing it in there with such threats like Greedent, dude. Like this team is looking more and more stacked as time goes on, So now we have the round 11 recap. 3 teams did not take a Pokemon, one of them being Dorian, and it was funny that Dorian didn't take a Pokemon and the Dorian face was the thing used for not taking a Pokemon, so it makes sense.
Indeed.
Now what are we feeling here, people of the chat and JB? What do we think is there something sticking out here?
Gotta be Clang. But Torkoal is nice. Gotta appreciate a Golurk's super good. It's just the rest of the team is It's not bad, but it is what it is. That one's cool. Stormy's cool. Eldegoss is garbage. I won't change my opinion on that one.
Fair enough, And I just saw the first Pokemon of the last round, and I think we might be about to have a laugh or two here. So, as you can see, the Calgary Flamethrowers have taken Lillipup. Holy shit. What a guy.
What a guy. I mean, it's a pup, so he gets a pupper point, I guess.
He gets the pup point.
So, who's the real loser? Definitely not Lillipup.
Sometimes you draft Hippowdon round 2, and then you get all the way down there, and you're like, wow, I could really use another Sand Abuser. So you take, obviously, the only thing to do is to take Lillipup.
Doesn't even get it, unfortunately.
That would be a thing that you know. Now,
I have Showdown open.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now we got the Old English
dirty.
The Old English ICU taking Volibee. As far as dark types for 1 point go, it's probably one of the better ones, Yeah,
for sure.
Not something that I really like, just because, Eviolite plus rocks, but for 1 point, man, it's a great Pokemon for 1 point, I'll say that.
It's definitely usable. Probably, I mean, a lot of leagues have it, higher than 1 point. There's probably an oversight on our part, but, like, I don't know, dude. Volbee's, like, I don't like it either, personally, but, maybe it'll do a thing or two. It'll come to a game and, like, I don't know, like, knock off.
Probably. Now we got Seth, the Kentucky KELDEO, taking Cramorant for his last 2 points. Ooh.
It's a Cramorant, dude. Like, it's got good offensive stabs, but, like, it's Cramorant. What you want?
Yeah, straight up. It does. It'll get the Gulp Missile off maybe once, and then it just...
The best thing about Cramorant is that Mimi tweeted, like, when it first came out.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That was really funny. I vibe with that meme. So, next we have the Townsville Tyranitar's Razorclaw himself taking a 16-pointer with the big Howlucha. Now, you might be like, but Sheldon, this team doesn't have any terrain. And if you're wondering why that sentence was drawn out so long, it's because I was making sure there wasn't any terrain before I said it. But Howlucha is always going to be a good Pokemon. And getting close combat this gen, you can just run Wide Herb, you can run Sky Attack, you can run whatever you want. Just slap a band on it and click you a button, So I actually kind of really like the idea of Howlucha with no terrain. I think that's less of a...
Excited to see how he uses it.
Less of a, gross way to use it. So I'm excited to see how he's going to do it. And, knowing that it would last till the last round and saving your 16 points. It's just, dick on the table.
Yeah.
Now we got
and
Goki
it is also a
Inteleon.
good deterrent for opposing strength as well. So
yeah, true. So Inteleon, how do you feel about
Inteleon's
Inteleon?
cool. Snapshot is pretty damn disgusting. I actually got 6-0'd by Inteleon last season, but it was G-Max, so we don't really talk about that. But Inteleon's, like, it's fun. Gets, like, U-turn, so we love momentum around here. Good speed tier for his squad. Okay, offensive water type. Don't really have a whole lot else to say. It'll do its job and click a button here and there. But yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so that way, if you don't want to bring Toxapex, maybe if you like the person you're playing against, you can just bring Inteleon instead. Now we got, for 3 points, Hellblaze Volcarona taking Alolan Dugtrio. Did they have a Steel type? They did not. This counts. It checks the box of a Steel type. I don't know if it's going to do what Steel type needs to do, but if you need to click Iron Head versus a Fairy, just don't switch in on it,
Exactly.
Then we got me, and I took War Turtle because I realized that I could use a little bit more bulk, and I just wanted to keep the draft moving, so I just took a nice War Turtle, and I saw you use it in a league once.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
It does look fun. Also, you named it Sheldon, so it seemed like it needed to be on my team,
Yes, of course.
So, I was going to say last points, but they have one left, but the fucking Azu went, which is insane this late, dude. Azu, round 12.
That's pretty damn wild. It's one of the best button clickers you'll find. Of course, with Belly Drum, and it's just a good choice band user as well. Just smack some teams around, and if you're playing, a Rillaboom or a Bulu or something, you can always go with the old Sap Sipper Perish Trap set. If you need to break that out, you can. It's just a good old reliable, like, smack the shit out of a team Pokemon, and that's good value here in the last round of the draft, so respect.
Yeah, I think my crowning achievement in the last season of BBR was that I not swept a man, but killed like 4 Pokemon with Belly Drum, Sap Sipper, Azu when I set up in front of Tangrowth, and almost won the whole game, and then won the game at the end, so that's fun. Now, we have Aquarius taking Trapinch, just getting that nice, that nice trapping Pokemon, and just, it's actually kind of a fucking threat, slapping a Violet on, and just being able to, stop things from existing anymore is cool.
stupid high attack stat for some reason. It has 100 attack, which is
which
just
seems
random shit.
borderline unnecessary. But I've had a couple matchups where I was like, that's not a Pokemon, that doesn't exist, and then I didn't bring Shed Shell, and then next thing you know, your Steel type's trapped, and you're like, what the fuck did I? What is going on? So,
Right.
I know it's something that they'll probably use really well. So you'll love to see it. Now we have Shuckle. Don't fuck with
Hey,
Shuckle.
speaking of slow Pokemon, I guess that's a good segue, I guess. But yeah, Shuckle, we all know what Shuckle be doing. It's gonna, click some hazards. It's gonna encore some stuff. Maybe if he's still frisky, he can, what's the power trip? Power trick. That'd be funny if he managed to, I don't know, do something with that. That'd be impressive. But yeah, Shuckle's cool. Good hazard setter. Encore. It do what Shuckle do.
Yep, Webs plus Urshifu, Gengar, Blastoise is looking real nice. So, I think this is the last pick of the draft here. We have Magneton going for the Lisbon Arcanines, and they didn't have an electric type. Oh, wait! They sure did! Round 5, you bet your bottom dollar they did. They had a Pikachu on their team. So, they went ahead and took Magneton. Do they have a Steel type? Is that what this is? Yeah, okay, so they didn't have a Steel type. So they went ahead. That doesn't count because fairy moves. So they got a Magneton. They got a Magneton. This team is hilarious, dude. I hope that they fuck some people up with this team, man. I want to see Pikachu kill eater, dude. I want to see Pikachu with more kills than Mamoswine. That's all I've ever wanted in my life.
It does have stills for Pulse, so it doesn't have to, run flamethrowers.
That's true, yeah. It means, Darts is more spammable on D-Dance weeks and whatnot. But,
yeah.
I this team is hilarious, and I love it, dude. I hope it does so well this season,
I hope so, too. It's really cool.
So, that's going to be...
interesting Dragapull teams you'll see.
Yeah. This is going to be the end of the draft. We have, all these 1-pointers going, a couple of, 2 and 3-pointers. A 16-pointer went. I think Ozzy was 15, which is insane. So, we got just all kinds of shenanigans in this last round, and then a whole lot of Dorian faces here in the round 12.
Yeah, the best pick was definitely Dorian face, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's yeah. So, yeah, guys, I don't know really what else to say about
dealing with
this,
my shitternet for the first 30 minutes, I think we did okay.
We did okay. I'm still not 100% sure.
That 30 minutes, it's like a 2.5 hours.
I don't think I'm not 100% sure if people can hear the music in the next room, and if you can, I'm sorry, but it has gotten progressively louder as the stream's gone by.
I can't hear it in call, but when I was watching, I could. So I think
that's fun. So it'll be it'll be Pokemon music, and then you'll hear like Young Jock in the background or something. So that's fun because that's a reference people
Dude,
understand.
Are your roommates living in 2007?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey man, I love College Played. I don't know what the fuck happened after that, but yeah, thanks everybody for hanging in there through these trying times here, through the thunderstorm, through the party, through the shinternet, through the
fire and the flames,
through the fire and the flames on expert mode on Guitar Hero, through the just Streamlabs not wanting to hold up the things I created ahead of time, but yeah, I wish we had a oh, there's a little up. I wish there was a thing that showed all the teams so we could be like, yo, what's your favorite? But we don't have that.
It's okay. I would just fuck it up anyway.
That's fair. Yeah, it would be the wrong Pokemon. But
it'd just be typos everywhere.
So we'll just go ahead and end it there.
Teams.
It has been, I don't know how long it's been. Borderline, like probably about 3 hours.
3 hours, but you take out the, shitternet stuff.
3 hours.
Probably closer to 2.5.
Minus shitternet, minus I had to pee that one time. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out with us. It's been fun. JB, thanks for joining me, man. It was, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. So,
well, that's just not true.
I mean, if anyone else had better internet, yes. But I mean, so that's gonna do it for us. I gotta drive soon, so that's fun.
I wouldn't.
No, it'll be okay. I'm gonna get an Uber. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. It's been real. Like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Check out all the rest of the coaches. Yeah, I don't know what else. That's just it. Bye forever.
There.